Radio.
You are listening to The Paul Francis Show, brought to you by Elm Tree Productions.
For more details, contact www.paulfrancis.net. Why not text your request on 07837 627 942? That's 07837 627 942. Send your requests in right now.
You are listening to The Paul Francis Show, brought to you by Elm Tree Productions.
Available to you on Spreaker.com, www.spreaker.com/The Paul Francis Show. Visit our site on www.paulfrancis.net. That's www.paulfrancis, all one word, .net.
You are listening to The Paul Francis Show, brought to you by Elm Tree Productions.
Spirit Quest Radio.
Welcome to Spirit Quest Radio, the Together as One show. With your host, Johanna Paris Watson and Paul Francis. Welcome to an evening of fun, relaxation, love, laughter, all wrapped up in loads and loads of music. So welcome to this Friday night show with Paul Francis and Johanna Paris Watson, together as one, Spirit Quest Radio.
They've still got trouble with a monster in the south. Heads buried deep in that lion's mouth, like a jaw snaps shut to keep them apart. If that jaw got broke, it would be a start. I'm hearing only bad news. Complaints about the foreign aid. They do better to change the terms of the trade. There's more tanks than food in the Argentine. It looks like Moscow got it wrong again. I'm hearing only bad news. But exchange means recession means it all means it's harder to take. Tanzania could be moving up again. Instead they gotta step on the brake. I'm hearing only bad news. So many movements have come this far. Means it's harder to find.
party, Lipo party, party reggae. Lipo party, party reggae. Lipo party, party reggae.
Don't call me Batman.
Lipo party, party reggae.
Batman don't hurt you.
Oh, live as well. Good evening. Hi, Trish. You're the first in tonight. Welcome. It's really, really good to see you. Make sure, though, that all of you who are listening to my voice but not yet come in. Yeah, it is a bouncy song. It's a lovely track, that. But if you've come if you're not in the chat room yet, why? Why are you in the chat room? You're all running a bit late tonight. We're spot on time. The weather outside looks amicable, so therefore there should be no lightning storms. Maria! Bonjour. Comment ça va? Welcome all the way from California. And we have our guest. Well, it used to be called a guest, actually, and he's not a guest anymore. He's more like a presenter.
I would say a piece of furniture, really.
We have our guest, probably becoming a lot more permanent than you might know. Watch this space, as the old saying goes. Kevin's with us again tonight, and we're only too happy. And Kev came up with a really good idea last night for the show. Buongiorno, yeah. Sì, buongiorno. And Friday Night Madness. So we decided we were going to have a lot of fun tonight, talk about a lot of good crack, and maybe one or two experiences as we are going to talk about our ghostal experiences that you may have been involved in. Kevin has been involved in, Johanna, myself, and we'll all just have a good old chat about what ghosts we bumped into on our journey through life so far. What is it that has happened with you that you may have thought, that's not very, what was that all about? That kind of a thing. So tonight's show is going to be all that kind of thing, having a bit of crack, as the old saying goes, and we'll have a good old chat, and we'll play some kind of like this.
This morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitch by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, "This is my message to you." Singing, "Don't worry about a thing." This morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitch by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, "This is my message to you." Meaning, don't worry about a thing. Worry about a thing, oh, every little thing gonna 'cause every little thing's gonna be alright.
Hey, welcome all in the chat room. It's really good to see you. If you've just come in and joined us, then thank you very much. Please, please, please make sure that you copy and paste the show onto your Facebook page and invite all of your friends. I'm here in the studio with Kevin. Good evening, Kevin.
Good evening.
It's always good to see you.
And same to you, sir, as well.
What happened on your shoulder? What is that? Was that the seagulls again?
That's a chip.
That's a chip. That's what that is.
The chip on my shoulder. We don't get any seagulls around this way, really.
You don't have him round your way, mate.
Too far inland, I think, yeah.
Oh, God, we're far inland and we still get the buggers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't even get them at the local tip, either.
No?
No. We get kites.
There's something up your part of the world that we need to bring down here.
There are plenty of kites.
They are flying rats, we refer to them as. So, Shell, would you like to say hello to each individual person tonight in the chat room, or would you like me to do that?
Hello, each individual person in the chat room tonight. How are you all?
He's a lazy son, isn't he?
I am.
I tell you what we'll do. We'll say hello to Patricia, Maria, and we'll say hi to Joanne. Welcome to the show. Carol, welcome to the show. Where else are we going down? Everybody's chatting so fast I can't keep it. Oh, so that's it. You're all chatting so quickly that it looks like there's a whole room full. So Patricia, Maria, Joanne, and Carol, welcome all y'all to the show, and we are joined with Kevin again tonight, which is fantastic because he's now pretty much becoming a presenter of the show, which is fantastic because I can leave him and Johanna to it and then I can clear off on holiday.
Yes.
And how does the day find you, kind sir?
How did it find me?
How was your day?
It found me about 6:30 this morning.
6:30?
Far too early.
I left you at 12:30.
And it was so warm. I had the window open last night and a fan going as well.
Yeah? Was that somebody outside going, Kev?
And then I woke up and it was raining and it was freezing. And I had goose pimples all over the place. It's terrible.
Carol says, Max says hi, Kev.
Hi, Max.
Hi, Max.
How are you? Max is alright.
Really
Max is good. Voice. Max is a good fella.
He is he?
Yeah, I like Max.
Well, hi, Max, to you, and welcome to the show. Jump in here on a separate and come and have a chat. Well, it's really good to see you, mate. Being that we're going to have a kind of a theme tonight, which you'll pick it up, like with a wee bit of the reg going on there, a bit of ska. But if you do have any particular songs that you really want us to play and we have them, you never know. We might just do that. We might just do that. If you ask Kevin really, really, really properly, nicely, he might just do that for you. Because he's in that kind of a mood, aren't you? You're in that kind of mood?
I thought you were going to ask me to sing then for a minute.
I was.
I started to panic.
Well,
my heart started to race.
You've got the voice of an angle.
Yeah, an angle grinder.
Always, mate. Always.
What's that look for? What's that look for? That worries me.
He's just finished work, apparently, Max. Well, Max, it's the weekend, baby. So put your feet up, get a beer, and chill, mate. AEI was just listening to Kev.
It was funny, actually. It was funny. Actually, we were talking as the track was playing.
Yeah.
And Paul, I was looking the other way, and Paul opened up his little can of Lucasade or whatever it was, and it went, tss, and I thought Paul was saying to me, shh. So I went, what? Are we back on?
Like, shh. What are you telling me to shoot for? It wasn't me. Like, listen, it was this, listen. Oh, no, one hits after I bloody opened it. Let me just give it a shake. There we go. And then, there we go. There you go. Like,
no, it's not the same noise. It was definitely a shh.
It was
what?
Like
So then he just lifts up this can, all that Lucasade, pink stuff, whatever it is.
It was just my Lucasade. So anyway, and we went straight past AEI. 1983, Kev. What were you doing in 1983?
Oh, 83. I was still at school.
You're still at school? Oh, little boy. He's a little boy.
I was still at school. Yeah, I was. Mind you, I was only at school part time.
Oh yeah.
Well, I should have been full time, but I created my own rota. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, at the time, you see, the Labour government were in, and they were putting people down for a 3-day week. So I thought, well, sod it.
Well, it's good enough for them, good enough for you. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's funny thing about it is I'm similar to you. I wasn't a huge school fan. Now, that being said, before we go any further, any kids listening tonight, when I was your age, and oh gosh, I already sound old.
I was a boy.
When I were a boy, my mom and dad, my aunts and uncles, my grandparents all said school days are the best days of your life, and you would be going, I don't think so, but they are. Don't let anybody tell you different. They really, really are. You'll have such a ball, and you'll have some great memories. So do well at school, kids, and then you'll have options later on in life. I didn't do that well at school, so my options didn't come to me till later on in life when I decided, right, time to get on. And I went off to college, then university, and studied all that kind of stuff, and then studied loads and loads of other things. But by then, you would have been working 8 years of your life and earning a fortune when I was still studying, so don't take my route. Me and Uncle Kev, we're saying school is the best days of your life.
I agree, fully. I agree. I mean, I was the same. I left school, and I literally walked out of school with next to nothing.
Yeah.
Paperwork-wise, you know. And then I went to college. I trained to become a chef, actually. That was my first vocation.
I kid you not. I did exactly the same. I went to tech college first to get the, what do they call it, the bridging course or something? What is it called?
I don't know. I did the City Guild 706 1 and 2, 707 1 and 2, 711, 717.
That's the ones. Did all those 709?
Level 1, level 2. Then I did City Guild 706 2 part 3 or 706
705, 706 1, 706 2.
Then which was pastry and larder.
That's it, yeah.
I then did the 711, which was pastry.
Yeah. I was chef pâtissier. I love that.
So I came out of college with about 16 exams in the end.
Yeah, I ended up. I did that, and then I went. The thing about it is, I went through the ranks too quickly. That's the downfall to me.
Yeah.
And it went from being a vocation, which catering is. It's a vocation. It's a love. To be when you get up into head chef and then executive chef, it's business, and the love disappeared then. And then I went away off and trained again. And then I got degrees in the financial world, and I went down that route for a bit. Then I gave it all up. I actually owned my own mortgage company once.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, I stayed within the industry for a couple of years, not that long, a couple of years. And then a few friends of mine at the time were working with like British Airways, and it then turned into Caledonian.
Oh yeah.
Caledonian Airlines, and they said to me, "Oh yeah, you know, come and be flight crew." So I went off and I did I went in on the first day, actually. That was it. I'll just quickly tell you. I went in on the first day.
Yeah.
And there must have been about 90 of us, 70 or 90 of us on the first day.
Yeah.
We all turned up, and I'm thinking, oh, God, this is going to be crazy trying to, get a job out of this lot.
Yeah.
And then within this room, after about the first hour, these girls come strutting in, and this, tall chap come mincing in as well. And then they called out about 15 or 20 names, and they said, could you follow me, please? And one of the names was mine. And I thought, well, bloody hell, I didn't get that far, did I?
Yeah.
You know, I've only been here an hour and I'm out already. So they took us into another room and they said, we're not going to put you with Caledonian. We're actually going to put you in with BA. Because at the time, BA were just on the merge of taking over Caledonian. Right. And they had acquired the new routes, 2 new routes. And the 2 new routes were Winnipeg, LA and Joburg, Nairobi. So they were the two extra routes that they were taking, and they were going to do this pilot scheme where we were going to be doing short haul for 3 to 4 months, and then we were going to be linked up with long haul. So right. the bigger aircraft, DC-10s and the TriStar.
DC-10s.
Yeah, TriStar and the DC-10, as it was back then.
They were the ones that you used to have to get in the back and push them down the runway. That's
used to have a bit of willpower. Come on, get up in the air.
Get up.
Yeah. So anyway, out of the 15 or 20 of us that were pulled to one side, at the end of that first day, they turned around and they said, they called out about 8. Yeah. But they didn't call my name out, and I thought, oh, God. So I'm sat there waiting for them to say, that's it, thank you very much, goodbye. And then they said, right, you guys are staying, the other 8 people have gone home. So they were alternating it, you see, but they didn't always do it in alternate times. They were sort of like, as the days went on, they kept on chopping and changing around. Cut a long story short, and it is quite a long story, after the 3rd day, there were 4 of us left. Right. And they said, right, you are the 4 we are taking on. And then it was I had to go up to Slough. I can't remember where it was now. Somewhere in Slough. It was a uniform store to get measured up by this very nice chap, if you know what I mean.
He was mincing as well.
That's not my inside leg, if you mind. And then I got the uniform all come through in boxes, and it was all like designer stuff. It was lovely stuff, lovely uniform. Grey trousers, though. I mean, nowadays you would call them, as they were back then, grey slacks, you know. Slacks. Oh my God. Yeah.
Johanna wears slacks.
Yeah. So I've got all the uniform, and then they said, we'll write to you once we've got the licenses through for the routes, so we can start planning your short haul training. Well, about 6 weeks later, I phoned them up and I said, well, I've not heard anything. They said, no, we've not heard anything yet. This went on. Call us back in a month. Call back in a month. No, we've not heard back yet from the CAA. You'll have to call back again in 3 months.
Yeah.
And by just after Christmas it was, I thought, oh, sod this. I'm not going to mess about like this. So I went off and joined the police force instead. and I became a copper.
You could have been in the skies.
Yeah, I would have been probably retired by now from it all. But I would have been a CSD by now, easy.
Well, guess who's just joined us? She's just come in the side door there.
That is a dodo.
Who is?
I saw. You look tired. Have you been asleep?
Hey.
Well, no, he's not talking to me, is he?
Well, sometimes you can't tell, do you?
Yeah. She does that again. She talks side on, away from her microphone, and then people go, I can't hear her. Well, I'd like to say that Happiness has joined us, but she's not. So anyway, but that's why Kevin became a copper. Now, we have to say hello to everybody else who's joined us in the room. So Susan Singh has now joined us. A big hello to Susan. And I saw Stumpy in there. Stumpy, hi. Z and Sheila. Welcome, Sheila. Lawrence. What a cool name. Lawrence, hi. Lawrence Young. Hi, Lawrence. And Kevin, he says hi. Kevin and Paul. Hi, Lawrence.
Larry.
Barry, in it.
Larry.
Well, you were Laurence Olivier, you know.
Larry Olivier.
Matron's in the ass. Matron. She's in the ass. Nice to see you in there, Matron, who I'm just quickly flicking down in case I've missed anyone. Susan says, Larry, hi. Wonderful to see you. Hi, my name's Lawrence, don't you know? In what is it? What Night at the Museum? He calls him Lawrence, doesn't he?
Did he?
Yeah. Lawrence.
I don't go to museums, so I wouldn't know.
I live with one. I live with one. She comes from the museum. She only comes awake at night. Have you ever noticed? You ever seen Johanna during the day?
I warned you earlier.
Told you.
I did warn you. I
wonder what those bites on my neck were.
That's a
she said they're flea bites. That's why I haven't got a dog.
Mosquito, probably.
Well,
have you ever been to Sweden?
Not yet, no.
Go to North Sweden. The mosquitoes are like Spitfires.
Lovely.
Seriously, you would not expect mosquitoes in Sweden, would you? Really?
Not
I mean,
really.
you know, Middle East, or I mean, don't get me in Spain much now. Actually,
I did come across them in Germany.
did you?
Mm.
Mosquitoes, I'm on about.
Yeah, proper mosquitoes. Yeah, I got bit by one right in the end of my nose. You find
You
that
don't
funny?
know.
I do. I do.
You could see
No,
me in the
but-
dark. I was throbbing that much. I look like a beacon with legs.
Sweden, you wouldn't believe, you know, that you would actually get mosquitoes there because it's relatively cold country, you know, 70% of the year.
Sven, yeah.
But up north, up to Luleå, where we were, oh my goodness me, they were awake at 4 a.m, these mosquitoes, and they kept on all day.
Oh my god.
They were awful. However, I found out last night that if you do suffer from mosquito bites when you go abroad, don't worry about buying all of these sprays.
Right.
What you do is 2 weeks before you go away, and when you are away, you take vitamin B1 tablet.
Right.
Vitamin B1, go to Holland & Barrett,
Yeah.
and there are other good high street shops that do sell
Yeah,
them.
you really jumped in with that.
Go
because
to Holland
They
and
haven't
Barrett,
paid us for
buy-
adverts yet.
Buy vitamin B1. Take it 2 weeks before you go away, and then take it whilst you're away, just one a day. And they don't like the smell that the vitamin B1 gives away, and it also they won't like the taste of your blood. They won't come near you. So next time I go to Thailand, I'm going to be trying vitamin B1.
Well, Johanna likes the taste of my blood, clearly. And I was just wondering why we only see her at night. It's just come to me, that is. You know what? It's a mystery, that is.
I'm not getting involved in this one.
Somewhere in the distance, hidden from my view, suspended in the atmosphere, waiting to come through.
What a link. I really astound myself at times. Oh, yeah.
Sometimes it's very near. A sound being carried by the wind, just loud enough to hear. I feel this power within me, bells ringing in my head. So often I have heard it cry.
mark and hissed away. That's the way she sang.
Well, yeah.
She sang with a lisp. She did. Either that or her tongue was hanging out the wrong way. She didn't understand. Cindy Roach has joined us in the chat room. Cindy, hi. Now, I just got a quick message from Cindy saying that the weather in Florida is not what you would refer to as the best. Is it, Cindy? What's happening, Darren? Tell us all about it. And, of course, all of us here wishing you guys in Florida all safety and love and you know, don't be doing stupid things. Lock down and be safe, and it's important that you guys be doing that. Johanna's joined me in the room.
I have.
About time. You know, we've only been going, 42 minutes now.
And? What's your point?
The point is... Listen, don't hey. See what he does? He goes straight to her side. Oh, before that, you want to hear what he said?
I'm just glad I'm sat the other side of the table.
Me.
He would.
He wouldn't.
You want to see how I got him to shut up, though?
How's that?
I opened my bottle. Opened the bottle lid again, and he went, shh, and he went, what?
What?
It's true.
He went, what? I went, nothing. He went, you told me to shush. I went, and I went, shh.
I've been doing the full moon ritual, actually.
Hey, the last time you did it, you got arrested.
Hey. No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No.
Arrested for lewd behaviour. And you said to me it was the full moon ritual. I thought you were going to do something with the full moon. Not what you did.
Don't be giving them that image.
I know. I have no room.
Not nice.
But I couldn't get it out. I know. Knows how quiet he is.
I'm going red with embarrassment. Can't you see? It's all hiding my face.
I can't believe you going red, Kev.
I'm telling you what, mate. I didn't know whether to go and get her a pair of trousers or park me bike. Anyway, so...
Oi.
Now, it is Friday night. Kev came up with tonight's show, didn't he? Came up with tonight's show's title. Friday Night Madness.
It's actually a really good idea. I like madness.
No, you don't. Well, hey?
I do like madness.
You said to me, why did you go along with him? Why did you let him do that? What was that all about?
You gentleman.
Well, we got in last night and we had such a fun... Well, I did the show on Sock Radio and then we had such a good old giggle afterwards, all three of us, and we got into bed. And Johanna started...
Well, the three of us.
Three of us, yeah.
Two of you got into bed. I do wish people would use a comma when they're talking.
Yeah, you and me got into bed, and then Johanna went out somewhere. And so Johanna and I hopped into bed, and we were having a wee chat about had such a giggle and some plans that we had discussed. And then she started telling me about Wicca, and
you just fell asleep.
I just went out like a light last night. I tell you what, you do not need sleeping pills. Just listen to a Wiccan. So, I'm only kidding, you lot. It's only fun. It's only a giggle. A giggle.
It's only giggle.
What are you doing tomorrow?
What am I doing tomorrow?
What are we doing tomorrow?
With you?
You're going out with me?
Yeah.
Where?
Dunno.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Kevin? What does Saturday have in store for you?
Well, it's madness, really. Tomorrow is just another day.
Is it? Cindy, do you understand that Kevin is a policeman?
Trying hard, I thought I've done my best. All my life, I can't get no rest. Some who closed the door before say I can't carry on no more. I hear them say tomorrow's just another day. I hear them say it gets better every day. hear them say tomorrow's just another day. I hear them say it gets better every day. I hear them say tomorrow's just another day. Tomorrow's just another day. Walking now over covered ground. There's a chance if I move around. I need a moment to reflect on the friendships I have wrecked. Why is it time? Don't I always try? I hear them say tomorrow's just another day. I hear them say it gets better every day. I hear them say tomorrow's just another day. I hear them say it gets better every day. I heard them say tomorrow's just another day. I hear them say tomorrow's just another day. Tomorrow's just another. I hear them say tomorrow's just another day. I hear them say it gets better every day. I hear them say tomorrow's just another day.
Tomorrow's just another day. So, anyway, so our Cindy is driving along, typing, listening to the radio. Kev?
Who?
Our Cindy Roach.
Oh, is she?
Whilst it's apparently blowing a hooly gale out there in Florida. So she'd be going, hey, y'all. Z is... What part of China is Z from?
I've no idea.
She's from... Z is listening to us from China tonight, you know.
Don't you know?
Don't you know? So, Susan Singh, Sheila, Matron, Cindy, Z, Carol, and Carol's other half, Joanne, quickly, Lawrence. Hi.
Wake up, Pitbull, it's not morning. What do you mean?
Wake up,
Stumpy,
Pitbull, it's not morning.
Wake up, Pitbull, it's not morning. Really?
You forgot Max as well. Max is there in the background, isn't he? Remember?
And Max, yeah, Max, a big hi to Max. I hope Max is chilling out now. He's had a little bit of a nap by the looks of things.
Granda is...
Granda. Where's Granda?
I have no idea.
That's what I call my grandmother's husband.
Granda.
Yeah. Granda. Where are you, Z? Everybody's asking. So tonight's show is Friday Night Madness, as entitled by Sir Kevin. And, but also, during the show tonight, we're just going to have a good old chat about our ghostly interactions, our ghostly experiences. And we were chatting to Kev after the Tuesday night show. What show was it?
It was last night.
Last night,
the one
actually.
before.
Last night.
No, last night.
It was last night's show?
Yeah.
See, I'm getting old.
Oh, yeah.
We were chatting with Kev after last night's show, and we were talking about our sort of, well, experiences with spirit, with ghosts, with energies.
Yes.
And go on, Kev, tell everybody. It's such a great story.
Yeah, but I am a positive skeptic.
A positive skeptic. You're positive. You're skeptic.
No, I sold a house about 2 years ago, and it was in Hartfield, in Sussex, right on the border of Sussex and Kent.
Was that the one that wasn't yours?
How would I sell it?
It wasn't yours.
No, it's definitely mine. It was definitely mine. Hartfield is very well known for Winnie the Pooh.
Yes.
A.A. Milne. A.A. Milne lived in Hartfield.
Uh-huh.
Now, even more spookily is he actually lived in the property that I bought, at Pope's Cottage. And if you Google Pope's Cottage, it will come up, and there will be a story on there about Pope's Cottage and A.A. Milne. He moved out in 1905. He published the book because he went up to 100 Acre Farm, which is literally, as a bird flies, about 30 seconds or so. But he moved out in 1905. and then he moved into 100 Acre Farm and published the book Winnie the Pooh. And Christopher Robin Milne, who is Christopher Wren in the book, was born at Pope's Cottage. But that's not the spooky. That's not the spooky part of it. It's 800 years old. This property. It was built in 1232, and it was actually built out of a lot of reclaimed material. So you can imagine how even older that was as well. And it was also number 4 on the official stop of the Winnie the Pooh tour trail.
Yeah.
And as you know, Japan and out in the Far East, and also the Americans, they are very much into Winnie the Pooh. They love Winnie the Pooh.
They do.
Absolutely love Winnie the Pooh. And of course, so the village used to get inundated with Chinese and Americans coming in for the day, and then they were doing the tour trail. And it would start about 7 a.m. And when I first moved in, I couldn't quite work out what was going on, because I had no knowledge of the history of the property. I just bought the property because I saw it and I liked it, bought it, and then I obviously found out the history of it once I was there. So I was getting Japanese coming to the door, and they thought it was a museum. They used to knock on the door to come in.
Yeah.
And I was sort of like a bit bemused about the whole thing. Well, after being there for about a month or so, I did actually invite some Japanese in.
Yeah.
And, give them a tour of the house, and they loved it. And then they stayed for about 4 hours. Unbeknown to me, Japanese offering Japanese tea is like the biggest welcoming compliment you can give them.
Yeah.
And so as not to offend me, they stayed even longer. However, on the first night when I moved in there, because I actually bought the property before I sold my other one. So when I moved in, I didn't move in until about 4 weeks after I'd bought it. And the people that had got my furniture in storage, they said, well, look, as you're not actually moving on that date because you've already got the property, would you mind if we bought your furniture on the Saturday?
Yeah.
And we take £400 off of the fee. I said, yeah, that's no problem. It's fine for me. So I moved in on the first night, and I was literally there with just a bottle of champagne and some candles going.
Hey.
And, I had it all dark, and it was, I had the log burner going, and it was all, it was just lovely. And I knew that this place had a presence in there, okay?
Yeah.
And I literally sat there, and it was dark, but as I say, just with the candle and low lighting on. And I said, look, you might have lived here or worked here many years ago, and your spirit's here in the house, but now it's my turn to live here. But you're more than welcome to stay, but you and I are going to get on. You do your thing, I do my thing, and it'll be fine. I never had one problem, and this is like early February.
Yeah.
Well, in the March, I'm laying in bed in March, and it's about 4 a.m, and I've woken up suddenly, start wake up. I've opened up my eyes, and I've looked towards the lead light windows, and I've seen the figure of a woman standing at my window. Now, normally I wouldn't complain if I woke up at 4 a.m and a woman was in my bedroom, but
yeah,
this woman was totally unexpected and uninvited. And
I feel the same about Johanna. Hey.
So I literally went, oh my God, and I pulled the duvet up over my eyes. Yeah. And after about 10 or 15 seconds, I pulled the duvet back down again, and this figure was still there looking at me. Now, I couldn't see the face. However, I saw the brown style dress that this woman had on. Yeah. And some sort of like a bonnet style hat. And I thought, no, this isn't right. So I pulled the duvet back over my eyes again, just going, oh my God, this is really happening. And then I fell asleep.
Yeah.
And I woke up in the morning, and there was no sign of any woman or any spirit or any break-in or anything like that at all. And I thought, that's a bit strange, So I spoke to various people about it. And then I actually, I had a phone call from Katie Keeley. You know Katie from Facebook.
From Facebook, yeah.
Psychic TV as well. Katie phoned me up, and we was on the phone for about an hour chatting away. And I said, hey, Katie. And I explained exactly what had happened. And Katie said, no, actually, that lady was actually in service in your house. She was in service. Because what I did the following day was I actually Googled, timelined this woman's dress.
Yeah. And
it came out to the 1500s. So I thought, well, she's obviously from that period because she was wearing that dress in this apparition I had I could see. And then I did some local history search of the village, of Hartfield Village in the 1500s. And the pub opposite me, the Anchor, used to be in the 1500s a workhouse for children, because back in the 1500s they used to separate the poor families, so that husbands would be in one workhouse, the mothers in another, and the children were in another. And the history of the village wrote that the mothers used to come from Withyham workhouse and go over to Hartfield, walk over to Hartfield to check to see whether the children were okay. So that's what I thought it was. But when I spoke with Katie Keeley, she said no, she used to actually work. She was in service in the house.
All right.
So we kind of established that this lady was actually the housekeeper, which back then, being a housekeeper, they'd also be the cook as well.
Yeah.
And in this old house, in the lounge, I had a lovely Inglenook style, a typical old brick style fireplace, the big ones, you know, that you see in old country pubs.
That sounds lush.
And that's obviously where the cooker was within the old kitchen.
Yeah.
But then in the dining room, in the next room in, although it was open plan, there was a slight division with some old brick and polished mortar going up and some old oak beams. But I had an old bread oven, and the old bread oven, it went back about 9 feet. It went right the way back through, and then there was a big fireplace underneath that, which was bricked up with old sandstone over the time. However, this old bread oven used to emit smells. You used to smell cooking coming out of it, even still.
Yeah.
Sometimes it would smell of like boiled beef and carrots, or lamb being braised, or some distinctive smell.
Yeah.
And when I'd have guests coming round I soon got used to that, but when I had guests coming round for dinner, you would suddenly smell these smells coming out, and I'd detect it, and I knew what it was. So I would say to them, look, this smell that you can smell now coming into the lounge, if you follow the trail of the smell and go towards the bread oven, that's where it'll end up. So you must go there, and they'll come out of the lounge. They'd follow their nose effectively.
Yeah.
Go to the bread oven. They'll go, you're right. This is really bizarre. What's all that about? And I said, I just get that the whole time. Now, I think that this lady was like, the cook, or the housemaid in the house. I actually nicknamed her Elizabeth.
Uh-huh.
And because obviously I was a chef as well, and I could cook, what I used to do is when I was cooking my food, and people would see it on Facebook when I used to do the duck and the baked gammon and everything, I would turn around jokingly and say, there, Elizabeth, beat that, And sure enough, either that night or the following day, you get one of her lovely smells coming out of, and you'd smell distinctively either lamb or beef cooking with like carrots and onion, but you'd smell like bay leaf as well. Oh. It was like your gran was cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you didn't invite her to beat that, didn't you?
She never scared me though.
No. Well, this is it. A lot of people get scared because most people actually are frightened because they don't know what to expect. People are frightened of the unknown. Did you see Susie's post there? Susie Singh.
I'm just reading it now. Yeah.
I either got a visitor or my spirited dolls are being mischievous. I have a very heavy, very thick glass ashtray in my hallway. It was sat a few feet from me when I heard a noise like a bell dinging once. The ashtray had actually cracked in half. No chips, jagged edges, just clean cut like it had been sliced. Also, my kitchen door handle went down, and I thought my husband was coming in, but there was no one there.
Is that tonight, Susan?
You let me down, Kev. I thought you were going to keep going.
No, I'm just reading these stories.
I'm just reading. And
I'm now getting
Carol
spooked.
Said,
where's Carol's?
Carol just went. Larry went into the utility room and come running out because a man said hello.
And it wasn't the electric man either, was it?
I did that. I came in, and there was a guy standing there, and he said, "Hi, I'm the gas man." We don't have gas.
I've quite often had people tapping me on the shoulder or poking me in the back, and there's no one there. Bearing in mind, I live on my own. It's quite spooky.
That would be a tad.
And I was in another place called Ogden Manor when I was a chef in my younger day, and I was down in the old wine cellar, literally down in the depths of this old hotel.
Yeah.
And again, it's a very, very old country house hotel. and I'm just going to get some wine to take up to the kitchen, and I've had this big jab in the back, and I'm thinking it's one of the French waiters. I was just about to turn around and cracking one with one of the bottles I had in my hand. No one there, and it happened in the garden here about just before I went to Thailand last time, so early August. I'm crouched down on the patio with the dogs, having a cup of tea when the sun's coming down, and I just felt this poke in the back, and I've looked round, no one there.
Somebody's trying to get your attention.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Yeah. How about that?
Maria says, my son was terrified when he came face to face with it. I'm assuming that's the entity we spoke of earlier. He said it had red eyes and was huge and would not come out of the doorway. He was scared to death and wouldn't move. Finally got enough strength up and said he jumped in a single bound from the hallway into his room, covered his head with the covers. And that reason we always do that. We always cover our head. Why do we cover our head? Leave the rest of it exposed.
You can't see it. It's not there.
That's called the ostrich effect. That's called.
Oh, Larry's saying no. He didn't say hello. He hit me on the back of the head.
I was the Electric Man then. I've come to reach a meet out.
It was the Electric Man.
Yeah.
Lawrence, pay attention. Correct.
Sheila King, interesting story, Kevin. You say you're a skeptic. Sheila, I'm open-minded. I always look at the normal before I look at the paranormal.
Yes,
and correct. I think you need to. Bearing in mind who I am and what I do in the industry, I get lots and lots of messages and emails every week from people who they say to me they want to be on TV. They say to me they want a TV series. They want to go on stage. They're the best ghost hunter or medium or paranormal group out.
Yeah.
And I always say to them, okay, well, what can you bring to the table? What have you got different that hasn't been done before?
Yeah.
So I always stay very open-minded with them, and I need to, on that line, I need to say, who else has seen that video that's going around Facebook at the moment where someone's recording in a kitchen and the light is swinging, and then it's something like the bread, I don't know, the bread bin door comes down, and then there's another noise in the sink. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen that.
I've seen that one, but apparently it's rigged, isn't it?
And then suddenly like a red washing basket or tub comes flying across the kitchen floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that the same one that you've seen?
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I don't remember the washing basket, but I remember the bread bin and the cupboards opening and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Carol's seen it. Okay. What I'd say is this. Okay. Now, the swinging light. Well, the video was started before. After the light started swinging.
Yeah.
The bread bin, you can't really see what's going on there, but I need to draw everyone's attention to this red washing tub basket that just so happens to be allegedly moved by a spirit of some description. It, funny enough, actually makes its way towards the camera operator, handle first. Now, let me say this. I do not believe that a spirit, if it wanted to move a basket, would have to pull it towards the camera person handle first. So
it would just fly, wouldn't it?
A piece of catgut tied around that handle would make that handle, or that bucket, come flying towards the camera person handle first.
And it's something that's not that difficult to actually rig, because that was the way they did it in the old movie. So it's and with today's technology, it's not that difficult to do.
It's fake. It's going down with that.
And then they're trying to get signed with that. Yeah, okay.
It's rubbish. It's definitely fake.
That's like somebody going into a record company with a pair of spoons, singing a song, and going, "Yeah, what do you think?"
Yeah.
They'll be like, "Yeah, we'll call you."
Unless his name's Jimmy Cricket.
Yeah, go in with your LEs on.
No, it's definitely fake.
Maria says the other day he was painting a hallway and a rolling pin was thrown at him, and he's the only one in the house.
That's not good.
Maria says, we've been fighting it for 17 years and it keeps getting stronger. Well, in relation to an energy that gets stronger, or the impression of it getting stronger, is because you give it energy. Okay, the more energy you give something, it's like think of it as a flame. Okay, imagine you have a tiny flame, you have a match, you light a match. Now, the match is controllable while it's a match. You throw it onto the floor with kindling, you actually feed the flame, not the match. You feed the flame. The kindling begins to connect with the fire. It starts to become fire. Then you feed it again with something else. You throw a log on, and then you throw some coal on, and pretty soon you have a fire, which started off as a match. So the more you feed the fire, the bigger the fire becomes, basically. So in any energetic situation, the less energy you give it, the less it's going to have to work on you. Same with anybody who out there who's been bullied at school. The more you give the bully the opportunity, the more the bully will take. The less you give the bully the opportunity, the less the bully can work on. So it is that kind of concept. So really, the more you give it energy, the more it's going to hang around, whatever this energy may well be. Open-minded is good, and yes, I agree. I think you have to look at everything before deciding whether it's paranormal, says Sheila. I have experienced many things in my time of paranormal events that have been hard to explain. What did it? Yeah, I'm absolutely 100% behind Kevin, and something I've actually said for many, many years. Go normal before paranormal, because the word paranormal means beyond normality. Para being beyond. So anything, there's loads and loads of things that can make noises. I'm a little bit skeptic about these so-called spirit boxes, though.
I know. I don't know about the spirit boxes, because we were listening to one tonight.
Tonight, yeah. Have you listened to those, Kev?
No.
You know, the ones that give a white noise?
But they kind of... they have to point it out, and that's my point.
Yeah.
They have to point out and put up the words on the TV, what the spirit is saying. Now, if it was spirit communication, you'd know, wouldn't you? You'd be able to hear it properly.
Yeah. Do you know? I saw something on YouTube about 3 weeks ago, and I was going to put a comment on there, but I thought, you know what, just don't even give him platform. Some guy's gone on there and he's got this EVP going. You know, through a white noise, you get this EVP noise coming out, and he's gone, it's Colin Fry. Listen to what he's got to say, and I thought, oh, don't even go there.
Yeah.
You know. Just another one.
You know, have respect. Come on, guys, have respect.
Being totally disrespectful.
Let's okay. I'm gonna say, and Kevin and I, and Kevin, Johanna and I have not discussed this, but if Colin was, if I was lucky enough for Colin to come through to me, the last thing I would do is put it on Facebook.
Yeah.
That you have respect. You have to respect the man himself. You got to respect his family, his friends, and more importantly, or not as equally as importantly, I should say, as respect yourself. Come on. And you know, if Colin came through to me and gave me a message, I wouldn't go, "Hey, Kev, listen." No, I wouldn't. It may come up in a conversation, and I would not go up to Kev and say, "Hey, Kev, look, this is what happened." I'd be like chatting away, and I would just say, "Hey, Kev, was there anything to do with that happening with you guys?" And then we would, but you wouldn't go and blurt it out. And the last thing anybody, hey, come on, have respect.
He'll probably give you a crack behind the back of the head anyway.
Well, he's got big long arms, he has.
Yeah.
I can tell you one.
I'm talking about Colin.
All right.
I can tell you one thing though.
Yeah.
There is a keyword. There is a key code word that has been agreed between myself and Colin that we obviously both spoke about.
Swear words?
No. I won't say whether it's a swear word or not. Because if I say no, it's not a swear word, then it's going to be, you know, it's going to rule out.
It's narrowed it down, hasn't it?
It's going to rule out about 60% of some people's vocabulary. But when I came up with this word, he went, "What?" I said, "Well, only you and I know this word now.
Yeah,
that's linked. And when somebody comes through, when somebody says, I've had a message from Colin Fry, and this is the key word that is coming out, this is a word that is included in the message, I will know it's genuine. I will know it's genuine because we both had an agreement that this word was going to be used when he comes through. So I've had a lot of people say to me, "Oh yeah, Colin Fry come through last night. Wanted to make sure you're okay." Well, surely he knows I'm okay, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, I get probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 a week. Colin Fry come through last night. Oh, did he? Here we go. Here we go again.
It's you know, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't. Well, you know, it's if I was sitting in, and I actually don't like that word circle, but if I was in a group of people and we were doing paranormal work, or you know, personal development work, whatever, and someone said, "This is Colin Fry," you know, I would just be saying, "Well, okay, you know, keep that. If it's Colin's coming to you, then keep it to yourself. It's coming to you, all right. It's not for." Colin wouldn't come around. I know, you know, for the limited time that I knew Colin, which I'm sad to say it should have been a lot longer than, you know, it happened, but Colin wasn't the kind of person to come through and try and boost people's career.
No.
You know, it's not for boosting career. If he has come to you personally, then he's come to you personally. Keep it personal. You know,
and I can just imagine him as well. If somebody come through, and when they send me these messages, and I look at it and I see the name, I'm going to come up with a random name now.
Yeah.
Mandy Moneypenny, right? Let's just say Mandy Moneypenny sends me, and if we have got a listener called Mandy Moneypenny, I don't mean you. I just made the name up. Okay. Mandy St Moneypenny. You're right. When I see it come up, I read it, and I can just hear Colin going, "Why would I want to bloody go through to her for?"
Yeah.
Why would I choose her? Yeah. Why would he choose you, Mandy Moneypenny?
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
this is it. But even if he has chosen you specifically to come to, do the right thing. Keep it to yourself.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And if he has come through to you, and you know, there's 3 of us sitting here, and we're going to quite openly say there's no reason why he couldn't, but if he has, then don't be afraid to challenge him. Don't be saying, I'd say, "Listen, Colin, you have a code word. What is it?"
Mm-hmm.
And then privately, not on Facebook, please, privately contact Kevin and say, just send the word, nothing else. If it's the right word, Kevin will get back
if this word literally came up,
yeah,
on my chat, just this word on its own,
yeah,
I would know exactly what's happened.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't put this word in a normal chat room on its own.
There you go. So, but we're not. Please, let me just preempt all of this. Although we're sitting and we're being very respectful to a friend of ours who's sadly crossed, we don't want you to be going off there and trying doing Ouija boards and trying to bring content. Don't do that. Please have respect. Come on. Remember, it's not just the fact that you want to speak to a great person who's crossed over and did a lot for people all over the planet. You've got to respect his family as well, because it's there. You got to understand, Colin's family are still in mourning. So please show respect. Thank you, and I know you guys all will.
How's your diet going anyway?
My diet is phenomenal.
Good. You have to buy new,
fish and chips, trousers, Coke, crisps, sweets.
You've lost loads of weight.
I'll try. Only because you don't feed me.
I do feed you.
No, you don't. I've been cooking all week.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
No.
What did you cook this week? What did you cook this week?
I haven't cooked anything.
There you go. No, enough said.
No, hang on a minute. I have.
You
no,
have? You're becoming Cornish, you. Maria says, the odd thing about that rolling pin, it belonged to a man who had died in 1995.
No, it belonged to her mother.
A mum.
Belonged to
M-O-M.
Oh,
M-O-M.
That's right, beg pardon, misread that man. I thought her mum who passed away in 1995. Sorry about your mum passing away, sweetheart, but what a cool...
and it was in the cupboard. So
yeah,
she must
well,
I
did read that comment actually when you were talking about Colin.
Yeah.
And I wanted to come out. My brain was looking at that comment, thinking she obviously didn't like the bloody colour, then, did she, Maria?
Get out my wall.
But of course, it was not appropriate for me to say that at the time because Paul was talking seriously.
Well, no, when have I ever talked serious?
Never.
No, the idea that one of the big things that I can't wait to, when Kevin comes down, I'm going to show you some of my final conversations with Colin, which I cannot air. But anyway, so Colin, like myself, had a fantastic sense of humour. So I've never met a miserable spirit, so therefore I'm never going to be anything other than happy with them. Open-minded is good. Yes, I agree. Look at everything before deciding it's paranormal. That's a really good idea. Where are we down here? A few years ago, I went to a paranormal investigation at Greenham Workhouse, or Gresham Workhouse. Gressingham Workhouse. Before I went, I had a little girl come through called Isabel, who was age 6. The place was very active, plus very sad, yeah. And at the end, we went around. Allowed to go into rooms we wanted to go into. I went into the room where the children slept. The little girl came through. She said she was looking for her mom.
Oh.
Her mom had passed away. She was really young. Her dad could not afford to look after her or her sister, so they had to go to the workhouse. It was not a nice thing which happened to them, so she wanted to help go into. She wanted help to go into the light with her mom, which wonderful, good idea. I had to ask Barry to come and help me, as I felt I did not have enough knowledge to do this. But with his help, we did it, and it was very emotional.
I believe, Carol, you did that with your own strength.
I would have thought so.
And your strength was strengthened, if you like, by actually thinking you had to bring somebody else in.
Mm.
But the fact that you actually brought somebody else in strengthened your own ability to do it yourself. If you see what I mean.
I would agree with that. I would agree with also, Carol, I want you to think about this for 2 seconds. Your own energy is so clear, pure, that it was a 6-year-old was able to come through to you without any fear. Think about that. And also, you probably given off a wonderful motherly vibrational energy. You know, you're giving off a mom. Kids will always recognize a good mom, a good lady, or a good dad, or a good man. Kids will always recognize that. The best psychics on this planet, bar none, are children. They can tell stuff immediately. So the child would have been drawn to you, Carol, because of the person you are.
Kids always surround me, don't they?
Yeah.
I'm like the Pied Piper. Wherever I go, kids in spirit always come to me.
Just before we go into the next tune, which is a really good link, by the way, Maria says she never set foot in the house. She may not have set foot in the house in the physical presence, but there's nothing stopping her setting foot in the house as a spirit. Not a thing. So she can come and visit you anywhere, anytime, even when you're driving along in the car. There's nothing stopping the energy doing that. But tonight's show is all about your sort of link, with Kevin's having a chat. I was trying to get Kevin not to tell us all of the stories because he's got quite a few.
Yeah.
Going to have Johanna will come back in a moment with one of hers, and then I'll tell you one or two stories as well. So keep coming in, come up with your stories, put them in the chat room, and we will tell everybody else. But what a really good link to the song. Kevin said, "Hey Paul, why are we doing a little bit of the specials?" Well, there's only one song to play, really, isn't there? So, there we go. That was Ghost Town. As you probably figured out when he's singing, this town's coming like a ghost town. Coming like a ghost town. Tell you what, it was a bit like a ghost town the other night, wasn't it? It was a bit like a ghost town the other night.
What here with all the
that
thunder and lightning?
It was like one of those old Hammer horror movies, wasn't it?
It was
I
cool.
saw it.
Still
You saw
got to
that?
go and see Young Frankenstein. You haven't put it on yet.
Yeah, no, because I only like to watch proper films. But, so...
With Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder. Don't you look at me in that tone of voice. Kevin!
Yes, sir.
So you're getting you're over in the east of the country, so you're getting all that weather right now.
It's dry here at the moment.
Yeah?
Dry here at the moment. But looking on the weather forecast in the UK at the moment, unfortunately, it's only Carol that's got rain at the moment. Carol and Larry.
Where are they?
Everyone else is dry. They're over in Norfolk. Looking out, all the rain at the moment is sat out over Norfolk. King's Lynn's got heavy rain at the moment. So Wells, which is the next kind of town area up, they've also got heavy rain. So Carol's kind of stuck in the middle of those two.
Oh.
So she's experiencing
is she
heavy
getting
rain.
the lightning as well?
I can't see lightning on the forecast. No, there's no lightning score coming up, but it's definitely heavy rain. But it's only sat on that far eastern block of Norfolk. Other than that, it's all gone out onto the east coast into the English Channel. So it's heading out towards the Danes.
I was going to say it's heading over there. Well, we clearly got the initial onset coming off the ocean because let's put it this way: the rain was so intense, it was running off it couldn't even get into the gutters, could it? It was running right out of the gutters. There was like a waterfall coming off the roof, and it rained. I mean, I've got to say this, and we've got to say this with reverence. It rained so intensely that the water filled our fish pond, overflowed our fish pond, and we lost 2 fish.
We did.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It actually flowed. It was actually so powerful, it pushed them out of the pond onto the garden.
Wow.
Yeah, or at least the fish thought, oh, we're just going for a walk.
Yeah.
But we lost 2 fish because of the power of the rain. It was so intense. And I kid you not, even the windows, and you heard the old story. Oh, the windows were rattling. Well, they actually were, weren't they?
It was really like, it was. It was like something from a horror movie. I've never known it to be there for so long now. It's usually, you get your thunder and you get your lightning and then it goes. But it was there for ages, wasn't it?
Well, let's put it this way. It started roughly around about 2 a.m. and I was still watching it at 5 a.m.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. I couldn't sleep during it. I mean, I kid you not. I had the TV on in the bedroom, and Johanna was asleep, and I was trying to figure out which was the louder, the snoring or the actual
here we
thunder.
Go.
And love you, baby. And but I ended up, didn't I? I actually switched the TV off just to watch the lightning.
Yeah.
And I lay there, and I kid you not, Kev. You know the way you'll get that, and then it was like.
That sounds like stomachache to me, mate.
That was coming from Johanna. Why do you think I went outside?
Oh.
When I was in Udon, actually, in was it in May in Udon? Yeah, in May. When was it? Udon Thani, northeast Thailand. There were 3 tropical thunderstorms all coming in at once from different directions over top of Udon, and they all met. And they were very angry with each other. But it was one of those nights where you actually got purple thunderstrikes coming down.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. I mean, it was raining horrendously.
Yeah.
But it was so magical to watch. And you try and video it on your phone, don't you? And you're always like, your phone's pointed the wrong direction when the lightning's coming down. Bugger.
I know. I was sitting there, and I put mine on to record, and we were getting nothing on it, were we?
No.
But the sky was just flickering with just complete and utter. It was actually, okay. Thank God that nobody got hurt, but it was actually majestic, wasn't it? It was really quite.
I can imagine it being matron.
I
can imagine it being absolutely amazing by where you are because you're right by the beach. That's where we went to do the summer solstice.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
And the lightning was
Okay.
pink, and
Yeah,
that's
the sky was pink.
it's the it's the water and the moisture in the air that makes the different colors happen.
But it's right by there where the unicorn is, which is where we're going to be going. So
this Sunday night.
This Sunday night is going to be a meeting with Quest Paranormal.
Yep.
And then the following Wednesday is the paranormal investigation. So actually, Sunday it's going to be in City Inn for the
Do
meeting.
you know what? I've just thought of something. Something's just come to me. Just going to pull it off combo.
The
for
thought
one
of the
second.
year. Go on.
Do you know when Kev comes down to the manor?
He's
a chef.
Yes.
Well, we got a big kitchen.
No way.
No way.
Kev, there's the kitchen. See you later.
Yeah. Actually, do you know I've got what they call a raclette grill. Do you know a raclette grill?
No.
Raclette grill is what you put on the dining room table, and it's got like a non-stick kind of like top.
Right.
And what you do is you marinate all your different meats up, and then leave them all raw. And when your guests come round, you turn it on, you heat it up, and then you put all of these meats out, and you have chickens and steaks and whatever, and your guests actually cook their own dinner. And it's kind of a conversational piece because you're all sat around the table, this thing's in the middle, and you're doing your own little cooking as you're talking, and you're cooking and eating at the same time. So once you're starting to eat what you've just cooked, you then put something else on to cook, and then underneath it's got like a little grill.
Yeah.
And what you do is you make up like an omelette mixture, and then you have grated cheese on the table, and then they can put prawns in there, some of the omelette mixture, some little grated cheese, put it in underneath, and then it comes out as a little triangular omelette.
I like
Imagine our
that.
girls doing that.
No, I can imagine that
They're
as being
really
a
good.
really
They're really
nice
good.
home warming present.
A
bought it on
home warming present.
Yeah.
What?
I bought it on
you from
eBay.
Kev?
You're from Kev, yeah. He's gone quiet.
No,
Look.
what he'll do is he'll bring
Sorry.
loads of alcohol, right?
Oh,
Knowing
I
that
don't
we
drink.
both
I
don't drink.
No, I don't drink. I don't drink.
You don't drink? No,
Ask
of course
Carol.
you don't.
Ask Carol Young. I don't
Really?
drink, do I, Carol?
Would you like me to tell everybody again how we met?
Carol will tell you.
Yeah.
I do not drink, and I do not encourage other people to drink.
No, you don't. That's why
And if you're affected by anything
to
in
this
this program this
day,
evening, please visit www.drinkaware.co.uk.
to this day,
Tonight was for
I
entertainment
have to
purposes
apologise to 7 people who booked me on the Sunday. For 7 people saying we been waiting from Friday to have a session with Paul Francis. Yes, okay, but I'm sorry you can't have him today. Tomorrow he's on stage. Tomorrow he's on stage. The day after, you can have him on Sunday. Yes, okay, yeah, we'll have him on Sunday. 7 individual readings. To all of you wonderful 7 people that I didn't read, my sincerest apologies. It was Kevin's fault.
Don't blame me.
He got it mixed up when we were talking about spirits.
Yes, well.
Well, speaking of spirits and spirits of the happy kind, where's our Derek tonight, Kev?
Derek's at Retford tonight. He's at the Majestic Theatre.
The Majestic Theatre in Retford?
In Retford, yes.
What's he doing there tonight?
He's doing a show.
A Derek McCoy show, or is it the...
it's a tour show. No, it's a Soul Reunion tour show.
Oh, excellent.
And I've just put up all of the dates for October on the Akora Productions Facebook page if people want to go and have a look.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do, Kev. We'll do Derek's favourite tune. And I hope he's listening in before he goes on stage. What time of the night? 9:30? Would he be on stage?
No, he'd be on stage still at the moment. He won't be coming off for about another 20-25 minutes.
Oh, what a shame, because I'd love to imagine him backstage dancing.
Yeah, he will. He will. But I will tell him that you've got to mention, which he will like.
Oh, bless his. He's such a lovely, warming man. But I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll play this here as a big respect. But before we play that, I interrupted you. What did you say before you were talking about that?
What about the Quest Paranormal?
Quest Paranormal, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually in the City Inn on Sunday, the meeting.
The meeting?
The meeting?
Yeah.
Is in the City Inn in Truro starts at 6:30 on Sunday. And the investigation is in the Unicorn on Wednesday.
There you go.
Is it a public house, is it?
They are,
It
yeah.
certainly is.
And they've got a huge amount of
I
history.
can't.
Yeah. Well, hey, open door invitation. That's to not only everybody but Arcav as well.
Yeah, I know, but it's so far to drive down, isn't it? And you know, you can't drink and drive nowadays because there's so many police about. You know how bad drivers they are.
I know.
I'll tell you about an argument I had with a copper one night, right after we've done this. So, in reference to our wonderful pal Derek Akora, who's live on stage as we speak, we're going to play us. But I'm kind of hoping that he picks it up and does his little dance.
I hope so. This reminds me of Derek now. This
I
song.
can't. I've got to find the footage of him doing the dance. I haven't seen him do the dance.
I have.
I've got to see the dance.
We got to see the dance. So, Derek, this is for you, buddy.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got and don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, go. Bring me down. Can't none
And that was, of course, for Derek, his happy song. And I'm going to look for the footage so that I can see Derek dancing. So next time I'm having a chat to him, I'll say, Derek, we need to have a chat. Cindy's going to have to zoom off. She says, thanks for being part of the show, Cindy, and thanks for all of the work that you do on Spirit Quest. You're an absolute superstar, y'all. And I am still looking forward to your chicken fried steak. I'd like to say, why, I like pet to Alice. Good to see you. Good to see you in the room, like you're not saying. There's a little fishy on a dishy when the boat comes in. Do you know what? Sting's actually from the northeast, like.
Is he?
Sting's from the northeast, and he doesn't have that kind of accent.
No.
Every breath you take,
That
every
sounded Jamaican.
move you make, I'm watching you.
Larry, can we have your opinion? Does he sound Jamaican African like you are?
That sounded northeast to me. Jody, like, well, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yes. One of my favourite programmes used to be Alvida St. Pet. I used to love that. I used to absolutely... Do you know what, Kev?
Nah. Hazel and I have got this good Nick Boone. It's all right here, Kev.
You're a ciao.
This month.
Do you know what? Johanna has never seen... do you remember a series back in the late 70s, early 80s called UFO? Do you remember that?
I don't.
Silence.
Why am I the only person that knows that particular series?
Don't
UFO.
know.
And it was about these girls who they worked. All these girls worked. They had like silver mini dress kind of uniforms, and their hair was purple, but
Sounds
cut like bobs.
Smashed potato advert to me.
That's it. And it looked like that as well. And it was called UFO, and they had these funky cars and stuff, and it was like really set in the future. But seems to me I'm the only one that knows it. What's that all about? Hey, what's it all about?
No,
Larry's
no.
typing.
Larry's now going to give you his judgment.
Yeah. It was all in my head. Thanks, Susan. I'm going to prove it wrong because when we get back to the house this evening,
Oh, don't, because
it's going to be going up on the system we have, so I can prove that I didn't actually. You know.
Do you know what? He's going to search for it for an hour, and I'll be asleep before he even gets to it.
I'll wake you up. And go, hey, look at this! Why? Anyway, we didn't do tonight's stars, so I'm going to do those. Just give me a second when I bring those up for you. Tonight, well, as we're still in the house of Virgo, all you Virgoians, pay attention. Alrighty? Give people the benefit of the doubt, Virgo. Don't be so hasty in your actions and take the time to think things through. You have a special connection with your feelings today that can aid in clearing some of the fog in your thinking. Your sensitivity to others is remarkably strong. People will be particularly drawn to this side of you, especially tonight. Oh, yes. Okay, so let's have a wee look at your love. So I've gone a wee bit further north than the northeast, you know. You have a very interesting proposition on your plate today, Virgo. Your partner may suddenly surprise you by wanting to make a commitment to the relationship both deeper and stronger. That's when your missus comes up and goes, I really, really adore you. You are the love of my life. I couldn't wait for you to come home. And by the way, I hit the car. So, where they choose to make an announcement today, it may not be in the comfort of your home. Yeah, I can imagine. But somewhere so amazing that you will be dreaming and saying, oh, no, you'll just say yes. Don't worry about it. You know what? A car is just a piece of metal with some rubber around it. What about your career? Let's have a look into career. Relating to others will be difficult. Oh, well, that's not what I said before that. Anyway, you may have to spell things out letter by letter. Take nothing for granted. Other people will not be able to understand the abstract concepts that you present. So be patient, practical, and be positive in your communication. That's what that is all about. Money. You have all kinds of happy energy coming into your relationships now. If you're attached, that is, of course. You'll enjoy renewed feelings for one another. If you aren't, you may find a larger pool of potential mates
Oh, hello.
I'll change your mind, didn't it, eh? The same is true for business concerns. As you meet mentors and partners, or even investors under this cosmic climate. You may earn more by speaking your mind.
I always speak my mind.
Woman, get out! Get me money!
Shut your mouth.
Okay. None of this makes any sense unless your health is up there. So let's have a look at your health. With today's transit, communication can become challenging. You might think you've explained yourself to someone else, and then they find out that that person doesn't have to pay any idea what you really meant. So this can be frustrating, no doubt. So it's important that you take extra care to explain yourself and listen to others as well. That's called communication. Remember, communication is always two-way. It's a two-way street. Do your part to remain relaxed and keep sense of humors high. Regular exercise and a healthy diet will also help you. So be aware of that. Now, out of 5 stars, you have 4 for love. You got 3 for mood, 4 for your career, and 4 for finance. Hey, Virgo, sounds to me that you're in the right place to be making some good, decent decisions. So, Johanna.
Yes.
Why do they call it horoscope? After that, that was really quite good.
Horoscope.
Horoscope.
I'm actually, it's not saying the word horoscope. When I typed it in, it says horoscope within astrology.
Yeah.
That's what it's saying. So astrology comes from the word, a Greek word called astrologia. See, that's a big word. Astrologia.
But there's a R in there, isn't there?
Which means star study.
Yeah, well, that's called astronomics as well.
That's all I found. There is nothing I can find yet, but I will.
Hey, there's a copper in the house.
Yeah, why are you asking?
There's a copper in the
here he is. Trouble's in.
Good evening, Ian. A fellow copper there, Kevin.
Really?
Yeah, our Ian's busy.
Is he?
But a nice busy.
Yeah.
Is he Gaddy? Are you currently serving, Ian, or are you?
He is. He's a nice chap as well. He's a very good friend of mine.
Oh, is he down your way, is he?
He's down our way, mate.
He's down our way.
Do you know what? I did tell you all.
Get yourself off to headquarters, lad. Get yourself retired out as soon as you can.
There you go. Actually, you could be. You're not that far from the truth. Anyway,
no.
I've got to tell you all a story.
Let me tell. I've just found what horoscope means.
Oh yeah, okay, go for it.
Okay. The word horoscope is derived from the Greek words hora or scopus, meaning time observer.
Time observer? Isn't that Doctor Who-is?
She's now sounding like Carol Vorderman, isn't she?
Isn't
from Countdown.
What?
The word horoscope is now
You asked me to find it.
11 letter word.
It comes from the Latin word star searcher, as in keeping your head out of the clouds.
12 divisions of the celestial.
Ian knows all about divisions.
Oh, look at that. I'm there first thing. I'm up at 4.
I know that. Do you know the shift patterns now? Because a few of my mates are still in, but the shift patterns now, I just couldn't do it now. We used to do earlys, lates and nights, and the earlys were 6 to 2, the lates were 2 to 10, and the nights were 10 to 6, and that was it. You'd done a run of like nights, then you had like 2 days off, and then you went back in on lates, so you had a bit of time to recoup. Then you'd have like 2 days off, and then you'd go back on an earlys, and then you'd have like 2 days off or 3 days off, and then you go back on lates again or nights, But now they've changed it all over. Oh no, I couldn't do it now. No, and all the kit they carry, all the kit they carry. I know that they've had to move on, with time as time's gone on, but all I had when I first joined was this old wooden bit of batten that used to run down this big, like 16-inch side pocket that you had in your trousers.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't really do anything. All I ever used it for was smashing bloody windows. That's all
so it was you.
Yeah, it was me, yeah.
And you blamed it on the little lads.
And you didn't even have a dog in the car either, but I just thought I'd just put his window in. Yeah, and then we were actually we went through the trials of the nightsticks and the side handle battens
Oh yeah.
back then, and they every extendable version that we were trying, the more times you were flicking them out, the more they were bending in the middle, so you could retract them back in again. So in the end, Sussex initially went for what they call the PR24, which was the side handle batten.
Well, actually,
Which-
that's taken from a Oriental weapon, which was actually taken from an Oriental farmer's implement, which was used for beating rice, and in the Japanese word is called tonfa.
Oh, you learn something new every day.
Tonfa, and it's an old. Initially, it was used for beating rice. That's what it was used for, but then they realized that when they made it long enough, it would protect from when you hold the handle, it would protect from the front of the knuckles all the way back to the elbow. So when you were struck with another weapon, be it a stick, a sword, whatever, it was actually protection. You put it up to protect, and then you swung it out, and it extended your reach.
Oh.
There you go.
It's a very good bit of kit, actually, the PR24.
Or tonfa.
I still have mine now.
Oh, you bad boy.
I was trained how to use it.
Yeah.
But when you train how to use those, you're actually given a license. There's no expiry date on the license.
Uh-huh.
That is my defence.
There you go. My
But
lord.
I don't take it out in a public place.
Your Honour.
Lo and behold, anybody who walks through my door uninvited, I can tell you. Larry's actually now finally answered, which we've not addressed yet, and I'm trying to understand the language that he's put in. Yeah, let me explain.
Yeah,
to you.
blood. Me thinking that's roll as the tongues.
Larry Young and I are very good friends.
Yeah.
Larry is a little bit more suntan than what I am. Put it that way.
Sorry, Lawrence. Oh, Larry. Sorry, man. I mean.
Lawrence. You lovely bloke. Big fella. Taller than me, I've told you before.
Is it? Yeah.
He's a big boy.
Big lad.
Oh, Exeter, 7:30, look. Oh, Exeter.
Oh, he's got to be up at Exeter for 7:30. Oh, mate. But listen, when you're going up that road tomorrow, be safe, bro.
Is he on traffic or is he...
No idea. Don't, Ian's not... You're not a traffic person, are you, Ian? Speaking of traffic, I've got to tell you this story. Oh...
Sorry, can we just, before we move on, we just try and decipher what Larry's saying?
Yeah, go for it. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll read it out verbatim, then you can try and decipher, okay?
Go on then. I'll close my eyes and listen to you. Go ahead.
My God.
Yeah, blood, me thinking that's roll off the tongues. Not quite the hear me the sing, that's the chicken, rice, and peas scene.
I love your Birmingham accent, Paul.
I'm going to say it again, because that sounded good. Yeah, blood. Me thinking that's roll off the tongues. Not quite to hear me thinking this the chicken and the rice, peas, seam. Peace.
Peace out.
Peace be the journey.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
Oh, you stood in the one there, look.
Larry doesn't even talk like really. It's like he talks.
Me got me thinking me suntan blood.
Larry's from London. Larry speaks even more southeast than what I do.
He's in it.
He's right down. Yeah, Larry is a right down to earth geezer. You know what I mean?
Know what I mean? In it.
Yeah. No, he's. I think that's why he might get on so well, because he lives up in Norfolk where they all speak like that. You go down the pub and have a bear. What? Have a bear. They go to what? They have a bear. That's what they have in Norfolk. They don't have a beer. They have a bear.
A bear.
Is me bodyguard, says Carol.
Yeah. I know when Carol first said to me about bear, I thought, what the hell's a bear? Bear? And, like southern softy like me, I'm thinking, we can chase after this bloody polar thing or a big brown thing.
Bear.
It's a bear.
Oh,
a beer.
A beer. I tell you what, I can't. I hope we meet each other someday. I'm looking forward to meeting Lawrence, because I'm only 5'5".
Oh, he towers above you.
I know, that's the point.
I tell you what.
There he goes, like spot on.
Don't laugh about this, but I reckon Larry's got a good 16 inches on you.
He's just fallen off his chair. I've got to tell a story. I think I've told this one to Ian. I can't remember, but Ian's got to be up. He's up there in Exeter, Argyll. So he's up there He's probably having a jolly tomorrow, really. It's not probably not work at all, but anyway. So anyway, it's 2:45 in the morning, so 2:45 a.m. And I'm coming back from a show, and I've dropped off my daughter, Rosie, at her home. And I'm on my way back, and I kid you not, the only thing on the road are leaves. All right, so I'm driving back. Next thing, I see this car in the distance behind me. And lo and behold, it starts turning to every turn I turn, you know? So I'm heading away the back way. You know Leedstown?
Yeah.
You know the back roads past Clowance?
Yeah.
And I come right up that road up there where we go for a walk of night time, that dark road.
Yeah.
And next thing, blue lights flashing. So I keep on going, of course, and I pull into my house. Good evening, Pinky. Really good to see you, Sweet Pea.
Hey, Pinky.
And so it's a copper, and he pulls in after me, and he goes, "Why didn't you pull over when I flashed you?" And I said, "Because the rule is I pull over when I deem it safe, and I don't deem it safe in a darkened road. I don't know whether you're a real copper or not." So he said, "Well, I am." So prove it. So he took out his ID and went, "Okay, I'll accept you as a real copper." He said, "You were speeding." I said, "No, I wasn't." He said, "Yes, you were." He said, "I had to do 70 miles per hour to catch you." I said, "Okay." Then I got a wee bit annoyed because it's not by now it's 3 a.m. And I said, "Do you understand physics at all?" He looked at me like he was going to nick me. And I said, "Do you understand physics?" And at this point, I'm quite annoyed. And my voice level had gone up a notch and a couple of tones as well. So I'm going from high to, "Do you understand physics?" And he says, "What do you mean?" "I'm talking to you, you gobshite." "Yeah, I'm talking to you." And he goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, if I'm doing 40 miles per hour, which I was, and you're doing 40 miles per hour, you'd stay the same distance away from me. It's called physics. Okay? So you have to do 70 to catch me. That's called physics as well. Now, let's talk about you speeding through these dark roads at night." He wished me a good night, and on my way.
Yep.
But, you know, he probably thought I was an easy... He actually said to me, "Are you a lawyer?" I said, "I'm studying." He said, "Okay. Just wanted to make sure you're okay."
I read law. It's probably the best asset to have under your belt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love it. I still do it today, don't I?
But do you know, being cross-examined by a defence lawyer about his client trying to get off from speeding?
Yeah.
Was this guy saying, "Well, look, you know, my client totally denies that he was speeding." And I said, "Well, the vehicle's calibrated," which Ian will know what that is. The vehicle's calibrated, and the equipment that we've got, the RS equipment, is calibrated as well. And he said, "But you were not using any equipment on the vehicle at the time, were you, Constable?" I said, "Well, yes, I was." I said, I've got your client speeding." And he said, "Are you good with speeds, Constable?" I said, "Yeah, pretty much so." I said, "I've been driving for 20 years." So he threw his pencil from one side of the desk to the other. He said, "What speed was my pencil doing?" I said, "I don't know, sir. I don't drive pencils."
Like it.
Another funny court case I had actually was it was a big fight that was going on, and there must have been, I don't know, 30, 40 Friday or Saturday night revellers having a bit of a punch up,
Yeah.
And I'd done my evidence. So once you've done your evidence, you can then actually sit in the back of the court and listen. And they had a witness come through, stand up, "What's your name?" And he gave his name out. And he goes, "Oh, what's your occupation?" This is CPS that lead their witnesses through first before they get cross-examined by the defence. So he said, "What's your occupation?" He goes, "I'm an accountant." And it was all going well, throughout his evidence. He was talking about what was happening and, who was fighting. Yes, it was a bloke with the blue jeans. Can you identify him today? Is he in the court today? Yes, he is. Can you point him out? Yes, he's the guy second from the left-hand side, sat in the dock. Anyway, then the defence guy stood up and he's talking away to this accountant, and he said, "Could you tell me?" He said, "I'm a bit mystified." He said, "Because from the indications we've had from some of the police witnesses that have come through and the other witnesses, they've turned around to say that there are 20 to 30 people fighting. But in your statement, you're saying that there were 8 people fighting. He said, "Could you tell me why, you're saying 8 and they're saying 20 or 30?" And this guy said, "I don't know. I'm no good with numbers." And I thought, what? Accountant.
But you know what? At the end of the day, 95%, maybe 98%, I'm being a bit harsh there, of coppers that I've met have always been brilliant and really decent people. So, and they're doing a hard job.
Yeah, I mean, there were bad apples in the cart.
Yeah.
There were things going on that I would refuse to get involved with.
Yeah.
But you're going to get in every industry, whether even mediums. Come on, there's a lot of bad apples in that.
There
cart.
is, and unfortunately, the bad apples do taint the. After all of the work that the good apples do, the bad apples do tend to taint the barrel a lot.
Yeah. No, I understand that fully. But yeah, there are some bad ones out there. I can't say what it's like now. I mean, now it could be, completely different. I don't know. I've got no, should we say, inside knowledge.
Yeah.
With it.
I tell you what, Larry has said, Paul.
No, I saw that. Ignore
Paul
it.
is spot on, and it's your turn.
I read that about 3 minutes ago.
You were kind of hoping I'd miss that, weren't you?
I was hoping the Spirit of Jah was going to help me out.
The Spirit of Jah. Well, the next song that we're going to do, Kevin, for our look here, me in Crown Court, they were questioning me judgment on how well I could see in the dark. So, how far can you see in the dark? I said, on a good night, I can see all the way to the moon.
Another quickie was I was actually giving evidence on another case, right? And the defence guys turned around and he's tried to discredit one of the other people that have given evidence using my evidence. And he's turned around and said, "Well, I understand that this person's a heavy drinker." And I said, "No, I've never seen this. I've never seen that person drink." And he's turned around and he goes, "Well," he said, "Well, are you telling me that you've never seen this person drink at all?" And I said, "Well, no, actually." I said, "I've only ever seen them having Coke." And then I turned to the magistrates and I went, "I meant cans off, not lines off." And they cracked themselves up laughing. Cans off, not lines off.
Well, before you think you've got out of it, Lawrence has actually obviously thrown down the gauntlet for you. The next song is called Jamaican Ska by Fishbone. So would you like to introduce it?
Jamaican Ska by Fishbone.
Well, no, that was too quick. You got to say it with more feeling.
There was lots of feeling involved in that one.
No, there wasn't. No. Did you feel Did you feel that?
No, got to do it again.
Lawrence,
More feeling.
Lawrence, did you feel it, man? Yeah, man. Did you feel it? You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be okay. Give me the line again.
Jamaican Ska by Fishbone.
Jamaican Ska by Fishbone, innit? Give me that.
Cha-cha. Not everybody can do the twist, but everybody can do the ska. It's the new dance you can't resist. Ska, ska, ska. Fun. We're having fun. Now everybody can do the ska. It's a new dance that goes like this. Now bow your head and swing your arms.
shake your hips.
Here we go.
Now do a dip. Ska, ska, ska. Jamaica ska. Ska, ska, ska. Do the ska. Not many people can cha-cha-cha. Not everybody can do the twist. But everybody can do the ska. It's a new dance that goes like this. Ska, ska, ska. Jamaica ska. Ska, ska, ska. You got to do the ska. Ska, 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 ska. Jamaica ska.
Instructor.
That was absolutely fantastic. I love that Jamaican ska. I said to Lawrence while we went on there, love me flat the blood. Me feel that blood.
I felt the blood.
We've got a lot. I said, I said I absolutely love your humor. I do. I absolutely, genuinely, 100% love that. I love, one of my favorite films is the true story about the bobsleigh team. Cool Runnings. Absolutely. I just listen to that all the time. It's so much fun. And we have another friend who's got that wonderful sense of humor, Mark.
Oh, yeah, Mark.
He's got a cracking sense of humor as well. So actually, whilst we were off air, I used my skills of
Deduction.
That's the right word. Finding out that Lawrence is not only a skipper, but connected to the Sanka. You deaf? That's it, yeah.
Sanka, you did?
Yeah, man. Sanka, you did? Nah, man. Let me kiss your lucky egg. That's a true story, that movie.
Is it?
That's an actual, real, true story.
Okay.
So you throw me. What was I talking
Guess
about before
the
that?
point.
Oh, yeah. Lawrence is actually connected to the Royal Yachting Society.
Awesome.
A big player in the Royal Yacht, which is good, Lawrence, because Johanna and I need some skippering advice at some point.
He's an instructor.
He's an instructor as well, so you can come down to Falmouth. Lawrence will know Falmouth. We were in Falmouth today, Lawrence, Larry, and we walked along, and because all the times when I've sort of been looking at boats, and Johanna's been going. And then we walked right up beside them, and she went,
I like
don't
that
know
one.
one end of the boat to the other.
No, she became like a little Brit, and she went, I want that one. So, Larry, come on down. Bring you and your lovely lady Carol down. Come down for a weekend, and we're right beside Falmouth. So you'll know Falmouth, because obviously you'll have heard that. I'll tell you what else, speaking about boats and stuff, and honestly, you've never seen anybody turn. It was like I gave her rotten eggs, but I put on a program called 3 Men in a Boat. Have you seen that, Kev?
Oh, that's just the most boring program.
See? 3 Men in a Boat, 3 comedians, by the way, and they followed the book that was written by someone. Basically, they go up the Thames. And it was Dara O'Brien, Griff Rhys-Jones, and I've forgotten his name now. What's his name?
No idea.
The curly-haired guy.
He was on...
no, add us on Facebook. Ask Lauren. Add Laurie on Facebook.
Adam?
Not Adam.
Larry. You'll find him under Larry Young.
Larry Young. Oh, what's his name? He's actually from Redruth. From down here. Do you know? I can't play. Anyway.
Man with curly hair. Anyway.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, it's a brilliant, brilliant series. Starts off called 3 Men in a Boat, and they row in this little boat right up the Thames, following the outline written in this book by somebody 100 years ago. And it's absolutely brilliant, brilliant, brilliant show. And then it goes 3 Men in another boat when they climb aboard Griff Rhys-Jones's yacht. And not Bill Bailey, Ian. No, it wasn't Bill Bailey. He's not from Red Roof. But it's the same kind of guy, not Bill Bailey. I've forgotten his name now. I can see he's Rory McGrath. That's who it was. Brilliant show. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. I promise you, once you start watching the first and second episode, you're glued to it. And it goes right through where they end up getting various boats to get to different things. They do a tour in Ireland as well, Kev. It's just awesome. I'm absolutely glued to it. Do you know what? Yeah. Tonight we were supposed to... Ian! Ian's in the house.
Carol and Larry a friend request.
Good. Ian, tonight's show is talking about ghostly encounters. And I want you to share that ghostly encounter you told me about, the one down by the church. Okay? So tell everybody about your ghostly encounter. So you write it up while I play a little tune from 1982, which got said band into number 1 for 7 weeks.
Awesome.
Ooh. And yeah, but 3 weeks before this song, they were playing in little pubs in and around the Midlands. Nobody knew who they were. So, what I said, Ian, was... write your story, publish your story here in the chat room about the night down by the wall, down by the church. That story?
Down by the riverside.
Down by the... Oh, I'll tell you what, I've got to take you to that church.
What church?
It's proper spooky.
Will you take me to the church on time?
Oh, no, I don't want to. Anyway, you go into the church, you arrive in the church, and you go in through the church gates, and you walk around, and you go to the entrance of the church. Oh, Kev, I kid you not, mate. It is like Hammer House of Horror. It's like deadly quiet in the middle of this woodland, and you walk into the entrance cove of the church, into the actual entrance to the church. What's hanging above your head? Loads of bats.
Really?
It's like, oh no, kid you not, Kev. Absolutely, there's loads of little bats just hanging there, and you think this is
cricket bats.
Cricket bats. It'll take too long. Going to bed in a bit. Just do a brief, Ian. Just say, listen, don't go through the whole thing. Just a brief. But you've got 5 minutes to do it, so this is how long this song takes.
Red wine, you make me feel so fine. You keep me rocking all of the time. grand. I feel $1 million when you're just in my hand. Red, red wine, you make me feel so sad. Anytime I see you go, it make me feel bad. Red, red wine, you make me feel so fine. Monkey packing music on the sweet red line. Red, red wine, you give me whole heap of zing. Whole heap of zing, make me do my own thing. Red, red wine, you really know how to love. You're kind of loving like a blessing from above. Red, red wine, I love you right from the start. Right from the start, with all of my heart. Red, red wine in a 80s style. Red, red wine in a modern beat style. Yeah. Give me a little time, let me clear up my mind. Give me a little time, let me clear up my mind. Give me red wine with time, let me feel fine. Let me feel fine all of the time. Red, red wine and make me feel so fine. Monkey packing music on a sweet death line. The line broke, the monkey get choked. Bun bad ganja pan and liquor rubber bow. Red, red wine, I'm gonna hold on to you. Hold on to you, cause I know you love truth. Red, red wine, I'm gonna love it till I die. Love you till I die, and that's no lie. Red, red wine can't get you off my mind. Wherever you may be, I'll surely find. I'll surely find. Make no fuss, just focus. Give me a little time, let me clear up my mind. Give me a little time, let me clear up my mind. Give me red wine, make I let me feel fine. Let me feel fine all of the time. Red, red wine, you make me feel so fine. Monkey packing music on the sweet death line. The line broke, the monkey get choked. Bun bad ganja pan and liquor rolling bow. Red, red wine, you really not out for love. You're kind of loving like a blessing from above. Red, red wine, I love you right from the start. Right from the start, with all of my heart. Red, red wine, you give me whole heap of zing. Whole heap of zing, make me do my own thing. Red, red wine in a 80s style. Red, red wine in a modern beat style. Yeah. Red, red wine, you make me feel so fine. You keep me rocking all of the time. Red, red wine, you make me feel so grand. I feel $1 million when you're just in my hand. Red, red wine.
When you make me feel so fine to keep me rocking all of the time. Lawrence. Ian was telling winding up, and basically when all three of them were together, the bell went off by itself. Right? Okay. The other one, Ian, as well, the one where you were parked by the wall and something jumped over the wall onto the car, didn't make a mark but made a thud, ran past you. Do you remember that one as well? Same place, I think, as well. I got to take you there. So we've been having a good old chat off air about various odds and bods, and do you know what? It's a great show. Only 40 minutes left of it, though.
Do you know what we'll do one night?
What?
Let's get Larry. Let's get Larry on.
Yeah, just like Larry and have a chat. Yeah,
we must have Larry on the show. Just bring him in for like, I don't know, 15 minutes if he likes. I know he's going to be shy, but he's not really shy. He's a very confident guy. But
yeah,
let's bring Larry on one night.
Be a laugh.
Yeah.
We should bring Ian on as well, because, I mean, being coppers, you will have been in situations at very spookily times in the morning where, you know, you may have come across things. But Ian there says, after 25 years, I may have come up with a theory for the bell. Well, I come up with a theory for a bell within 25 seconds, mate. It took you 25 years? You're a good copper, aren't you?
I'm just trying to work out, actually, when he joined. So did you join then? I'm trying to work out, because I joined in 89.
Yeah.
Ian, so when did you join?
Well, the theory I came up with the bell was a lot of bells are automated, and they're set like they go off at a specific time
electronically. Yeah,
electronically. So
nowadays they are,
especially on the hour. So it was like 3 a.m. It went boom at 3 a.m. When I was a kid, and we used to work on the farm, at 2000 there.
You joined in 2000?
Yeah, he's only a baby.
And you've been in for 25 years. We're not in 2025. That doesn't equate. let me scratch my head and work that again.
No, he wasn't in the police when he did that. He was when he was down doing the ghosty thing. He wasn't in the police force then.
No. Okay. So what year, Ian, did you join the police force?
2000.
No, it can't be.
Yeah, he's not been a
Yeah.
copper for
Oh, I
25 years.
see. Oh, he joined in 2000.
Yeah, he joined in 2000. It was 25 years ago that the event happened.
I see.
See, two coppers, not got to explain it to him. So, and the Dragon Stout, was that? And the Dragon Stout. So there you go, Lawrence. You're going to have to come on and be a stop-in guest one evening. That'd be fantastic. In fact, you know what? We should start getting
Next
some of
show.
our American
Next
long-term
next
listeners as
show.
well. Pinky, I'd love to have a chat with Pinky.
I've been trying to get Pinky in for about 6 months.
Oh, Ian says, "Keep up, Kev. Come on, mate."
Yeah, Ian, I'm old school, mate. Listen, Ian, when I joined in the 80s, right, I had old grey-haired skippers, the old inspectors. And I went out one night. I think it was the first actual uniform night out. The old Inspector Smith, Chris Smith, he was. Oh
Yeah.
boy, great. In fact, all of our inspectors were grey-haired. The chief, the divisional chief was also grey-haired. They were all grey-haired guys. Chief Inspector was grey-hair as well on our station.
Yeah.
Anyway, Inspector Chris Smith took me out one night, on my first night, and he said to me, "I'll give you one word of advice, boy. Police how you want to be policed yourself. That's all I tell you."
Yeah.
That was it. But I'll tell you what, I adopted that policy,
Yeah.
and it worked.
It did?
It worked, yeah. But you see, when I was in, I mean, crikey, we used to smoke down the cell block, and, you know, it was back in the days when people used to call us a fuzzy wuzzy, and we'd like say, like, "Oh, go home, you little kid," you know. And it's back in the days when, you know, like you deal with things in a practical sense, a practical policing way, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
People park on double yellow lines and they say, "Oh, Constable, is it okay if I park here for a minute?" "Park, madam, looks like you bloody abandoned it." Straighten up, you know. It was all before the days of stats, and you know, there's no target. We'd never had targets or anything. We used to have like proper police traffic wardens. They were traffic wardens that were attached to the police station.
Yeah.
You know, and they were known by the locals, you know, and they knew the local people, and they knew the local hotspots, and they even knew the local cars as well.
Yeah.
So if you weren't a local car and you come into like the towns, they would know that you weren't local, and then they'd be a little bit more harder on you. But you know, yeah, it was back in the old school policing, back in the 70s, 80s. That's sadly now gone.
Which is a bit. Do you know what? They had a lot more respect back then.
Of course they
I
did.
think.
It's like if you look back yourself, you know, with the guard, you know, "Francis, little kid, come here." "Oh, sorry, Constable. I won't do it again." "I'll tell your mother." "No, please."
Yeah,
please
it was
don't
worse
tell
than they
Mammy.
told your mom. Gosh.
"Please don't tell Mammy."
Don't tell me, Ma. Oh, no, don't tell me, Ma.
I go
Put me in
home.
jail. Put me in jail. Don't tell me, Ma. Yeah, that's true.
Whatever you do.
Oh, if I had it turned up with the old Bill.
The guard.
The guards. If I'd have turned up with the guards, oh my goodness gracious me, I'd have been slapping tickled like you wouldn't believe. And you know, the good old days when you got a bit of a smack round the back of the ears, that kind of thing. You know, there was nothing wrong with that. You know, good, you know, proper old stuff. Did Susan say she's off ski?
Yeah.
Oh, good night, Susie Boozy.
Good night, Susan.
Good night, Susan. That's from what? Good night.
We
Good
can
night,
see
sweetheart.
you yawning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, was it Warner's used to do that?
Good
Warner's Holiday.
night, sweetheart. That's it. Good night, sweetheart. That's from that's one with Matey from
Nicholas Lyndhurst.
Nicholas Lyndhurst. That's it.
What?
Very good friend of Colin Fry.
Oh, bless him. We saw him in something recently.
Very
didn't we?
well spoken guy. Very, very well spoken. You wouldn't believe it.
Is he?
He is not like you see him on TV. He is so softly spoken.
Oh.
Lovely wife and lovely son as well.
Kaz, good evening, by the way, and welcome to the show. You're coming to
Kaz, you've come in. Kaz Williams, yes.
Kaz Williams, yeah. And
Hello,
Jodie, I would like to
Kaz.
say hi to Jodie as well. Good night, sweetheart. It's time to go, old rock. Oh my gosh, Jodie. Pinky says, I'm so tired. Pinky, you're young, fit. How can you be tired? You're young and fit.
How
Not
can
like
you call
us
a girl
oldies.
fit next to your wife?
Huh?
You can't call a girl fit right next to your wife.
No, fit as in physically fit.
Oh, not as in fit
Does
as
it
in...
all the time. I'm used to it.
I've never what? Hey,
Yes, you do.
Don't
Yes, you do.
You do.
Listen,
do
you've got to acknowledge your new subscriber, Kaz Williams, onto the site.
I did say hi, Kaz. Welcome to the show, and it is. So tell us about Kaz then.
I'd rather not.
Oh, oh, Kaz.
No. Her and her husband and I are very good friends, but she also knows Larry very well, Carol very well. She's one of the gang.
Oh, I tell you what,
But she's
we're
very
building a
happily married,
wonderful gang
so-
here at Spirit Quest.
She's a very happily married woman, but her and her husband and myself, we are very, very good friends.
She's going red. Look.
Yeah. Kaz only goes red for one reason, and it's not for embarrassment.
Oh.
Oh.
Is it beverage or sunlight?
I'm an angel. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you see, defense, Kaz. Come on.
Yeah.
Defense is the very first. That's when you go in straight into defensive.
Guilt.
Guilt.
No, actually, Kaz and Carol and I have known each other for many, many, many years.
Back when I were a lad.
Yeah.
Speaking of lads, where's Larry gone?
Larry's still there.
And Ian, where's Ian gone?
Ian might have clocked off, actually, because I've not authorised his overtime.
And Welshie's not turned up tonight. Where's Welshie?
Out.
Colin O'Neill. But he's in there. He's listening. Colin, stick your head in the door. Say hello. I can be a bit of a devil, though. So I've heard, Kaz. You have no idea what we're talking about when we're off air.
A bit of a devil. I have to tell her to shut up, actually. Seriously. I have to, because I obviously know Kaz and Carol personally, so they've both got my phone number.
Oh, yeah.
And Kaz will phone me up, and she'll say, X, Y, Z. I will go, Kaz, too much information.
Oh, no. And these ones are like that as well, Johanna and the girls, and they... You know, there are certain conversations men don't need to know about. And there are certain conversations that men don't want to know about.
We have no secrets in our house.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
There's areas of the feminine area that I don't want to know about. Okay? Oh, she's having... Don't...
What?
Even the thought of it's making me feel ill.
There's no secrets in our house.
Gentlemen of the jury. Okay, I put this to you.
No.
I ask you for your support. I ask you for your help.
Do you find the defendant, Paul Francis, guilty or not guilty?
It's life, says Pinky. Checks that.
She's
Okay,
phoned- she's phoned 25 years.
Your Honour, please allow me to put my case forward.
Get over it, Pinky's saying.
Objection.
Objection, yeah. Allow me to put my case forward, Your Honour. I have 4 women in the house.
Cats.
5, I beg your pardon. 5
Gerbils, guinea
women
pigs,
in the
rabbits.
house. I'm the only man.
Fish.
5 women. All right. Now,
4 daughters and 4 daughters and a wife.
yes.
One daughter and 3 female guinea pigs.
No, 4 daughters and a wife.
Okay.
And they all seem to go into that mood at the same time. So, once a month, I'm going to grab a hold of Kevin. I'm going to grab a hold of Larry. We're going to go sailing for a week.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, I'm a motor cruiser. I don't do sailing.
I don't mind motor cruising, sailing, skiing. I don't care. But we're going to do something for a week.
Yeah, but see, in my household, there's myself and Bertie Shih Tzu. That's he's got his own Facebook account, but a lot of people on Facebook know. and then there's his wife and daughter. So we're kind of balanced in the house. There's me and Bert, 2 males, 2 females,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Well,
But
that's balance. 2 males,
but-
2 females.
yeah, but the 2 girls do rule.
My hobby moves into the shed, says Kaz. Do you know what? I think I might just do... I'm going to take his advice and do... I'm going to move into the office.
Her hubby's name is Malcolm.
Malcolm's got the right idea. Does Malcolm brew in the shed, Kaz? Does he have his own special brew? It's a pity I haven't got that up. That's a good link into the next song.
Yeah, right, Pinky. How do you think we feel?
How do you think you feel about what?
We talk
About what?
all that. I think we feel you want to get off for the week. How do you think we feel?
You don't feel. That's my point.
In what way, though? What? Where are we going with this conversation?
Feel
Are we
boo
talking
up
about?
our ass.
Are we
Huh?
talking about? Are you trying to accuse Paul of being a male chauvinist?
Yes.
Right, no, I disagree. No, I disagree, because Paul only said to me last night on Skype, okay, he said to me, Kevin, I'll tell you one thing. I said, what's that, Paul? He said to me, I do not believe that the only place for a woman is in the kitchen. I said, I agree. He then turned around and he said, because there's other rooms in the house that need cleaning, like the bathroom, the lounge.
Oh, I'm going to get it for that. I didn't say that, by the way. And so, no, I don't want to see multiples of emails and texts and private messages. I didn't say that, all right? He's just got me into trouble. There's the outsiders to be done as well.
Oi!
He's going to poison me, he says. I'm only joking. I don't... I've always said... I do a lot of the housework. I do a lot of the cooking, do I not?
Mm-hmm.
And
I
you know.
do all the kitchen. I
Yeah.
do. I clean. I cook. I wash. I iron. I tumble dry. I do everything on my own.
There you go, because you live on your own. A big hello to Jackie, the wacky one. Welcome, my darling. Good to see you.
Sheila, thank you for that.
Oh, and speaking of which, I do a lot of the washing as well.
Yeah, and?
What do you mean, yeah, and?
Just
No,
because
hang
you're
on,
a
hang
man
on,
doesn't
hang on,
exclude
hang on.
you from doing stuff.
No,
What?
give Paul
Does
credit. Paul does do the washing up. He told me last night.
Doesn't
Well, he
do the
presses
washing up.
button
We've got a
start.
dishwasher.
He presses start.
Yeah.
No, I do. I tell you what, I'm very pedantic in the kitchen. It has to be done the right way or I'll get really unhappy.
I'm the same.
And, you know, when I hate it when the girls just pull the mugs out and stick them in the cupboard. They have to be put in properly. That annoys me. And I've told them 76,000 times, do not put my knives in the dishwasher.
I even load my mugs in the dishwasher with the handles all pointing the same way.
Yeah. No, that's nothing wrong with that
I
at
do
all.
that.
Because they stack better. You can get more in, can't you?
Yeah, my kids
Get
will
more
just like I tell you what I hate. No, I'm not a control freak. No, I was trained, Jackie. I was trained. My mom was a nurse, and she said the effort that you need to put in to do it right is the same effort you need to put in to do it. So just do it right.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's always been the way. I've always done it right. So one of the
Michelle, we have not got OCD. We have
No,
got
we're not
CDO.
OCD, not at all.
We've got CDO. OCD, those letters are in the wrong order. It's CDO.
Well, irrespective, one of the things that my pet hates is when you go into, the little tray that you put all the knives and forks and spoons into?
Yeah.
When they just throw them in.
Oh, no.
I hate that.
I've actually got 2 drawers. In my kitchen, I've got 2 drawers of cutlery, right? I've got my workable, normal day-to-day on one side, okay? And on the left-hand side, I've got my extraordinary.
Ah.
However, in there, I've got big serving spoons. So sometimes I quite like get a big serving spoon out when I'm doing my rice or whatever.
Yeah.
But I've actually got them separated into 2 different. So I've got, on my right-hand side, I've got your knife, your fork, your spoon, your dessert spoon, and your soup spoon.
Yeah.
Left-hand side, I've got the French fish knife, the French fish fork, the dessert fork, or the King's cutlery version. You know.
Yes, she said, "What's a fork?" She still
No, I
uses
said a
knives.
fork's a fork.
No,
she said what? She said what the fork?
She told me to fork off. So, no, a fork is not just a fork. You've got various forks.
Oh, for goodness sake.
You've got a dessert fork, which is like a fork with a little knife on the edge of it.
You have a side fork
Side forks,
for your starter.
main forks,
You then have a main fork.
dessert fork.
You then have a dessert fork. You have a fish fork.
Yeah.
You have a secondary cake dessert fork.
Yes.
Do you use all these?
And then if you get
On
on
your
with her,
own.
take her home, and you have a different variation of
Oi! The family show.
and pass the watershed.
Oh, it's
Ah.
past the. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
Oh
I'm gonna
no,
get,
Carol Young, bring it down. Give us fingers. No.
No, just no.
Just don't bring
Well,
the
actually, that being
conversation on
said,
that side, Carol.
I was supposed to take her royal ladyship to a. Well, we have special restaurants down here called meaderies, and you actually eat with your fingers. The food comes to you on wooden plates, served by wenches.
Okay.
That's
No
fact.
problem.
That's not. It's not made up. Go and anybody, if all of you wonderful people listening to us tonight, Google meaderies in Cornwall, and you will see all the ladies are dressed as wenches. They serve the food to you on like wooden plates. You get given mead, which is a kind of a wine, and
Sweet.
it's very sweet.
Yeah, our Brandon's already said to me,
Bleh.
don't touch it.
Yeah.
Oh no, you've got to
drink
try it at least once.
No, yeah, try it once and then burp afterwards. Just put your lips to it.
No, seriously, Jody, they're called wenches. That's actually what they're called, wenches. Because back in the day when it's supposed to... the whole idea to go to a meadery is you're supposed to experience what it was like way back in the 1500s, the 1400s, 13 and 1200s. So you would be going into like a tavern or you'd go into an inn and you'd be served by a wench. And that's the way... It's not to diminish... anybody's stature, not at all. It's just an experience. When you go into I've had this argument with many people. When you go into a circus and you have the clown, he's not a clown being a stupid person. He's a clown because that's what he does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But-
So they were just renowned as wenches. That's what they were called, wenches.
Jodie's saying that she adores mead.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, mead is like wine
Syrup.
and a bumblebee is dumped in it. Seriously.
Yeah, serving wenches. This is exactly right, Jody. But no, mead, you've got so many different variations of mead, and some of them are extremely sweet. I mean, proper like, imagine having black currant cough syrup, but without the bitterness in it. Some of it's like that.
Ew.
But then again, you will have other meads like more lighter meads like elderflower, and they're much just lighter. They're just almost like just disappears in your tongue. So there's different styles, and it is something you got to just at least try. It's something you got to try and say, well, no, I didn't like it. I tried it, but I didn't like it. Wenches have different meaning in the States, according to Maria. Ew, says Michelle. Ew to what?
So, what you just said.
What?
Cough syrup thing.
I can't have to try and... do you know this woman has gone to me, ew, until I've actually given her these foods and went, try this. And then she's changed her mind.
Forces me to try stuff I don't want to have.
Yeah. I constantly force you.
You do?
Mm-hmm. Kevin, are you still there? Have you fallen asleep
I
as
am.
well?
No, I am. I'm just worried about the time because we've only got 22 minutes before the show finishes.
Actually, less than that, 20.
No.
I tell you what, let's play a tune. guys are going. You guys are killing me. You really are killing me. This is ska. Ska,
Kill it,
ska,
kill it,
ska.
kill it, kill it, kill it.
Don't be honest. It's not crap. It's great. James Bond theme by the Scatterlights. Lovely music.
Feels like I'm stuck on hold, Marie said.
It sounded like,
I
Sorry,
thought that was
but-
cracking music.
No. It sounded
Press
like
one.
two things, right? Either one.
See, none of the Americans like it because they don't know bloody decent music. That's why.
No, that was like BS, right? That track. No, sorry. That track was either one, you're walking around a super drug, like Harmony Hairspray, right? Or it was a 70s Bond film.
Well, it was a Bond. It actually came from the Bond movies. Yeah, I see there. Pinky said I liked it.
Bondage.
Oh dear God! Someone take me off hold.
Yeah. I agree. It was the wrong track to play out.
It's not playing out yet. We've got 16 minutes yet. There's another one to come in.
Just don't play one like that again.
I'll tell you what. This is a cracker to be coming into.
In fact, Woolworths had better tracks. What that one?
Do you remember a young man from a big band back in the late 50s and early 60s called the Beatles?
Who? Which one?
The Beatles.
What, the original?
The original.
Four?
Well,
Or
the
five?
original lead singer of the Beatles, John, had a son called Julian.
Yeah.
And this is Julian.
Ever since you've been leaving me, I've been wanting to cry. Now I know how it feels for you. I've been wanting to die, but it's much too late for goodbye. Yes, it's much too late for goodbye. Time has gone since I've been with you, and we've been starting to lie. Now it seems you don't care for me, and I don't understand why. But it's much too late for goodbye. Yes, it's much too late for goodbye. Ever since you've been far away, I've been wanting to fly. Now I know what you meant to me. I'm the one who should cry. And it's much too late for goodbye. Yes, it's much too late for goodbye. Ever since you've been leaving me, I've been wanting to cry. Now I know how it feels for you. I've been wanting to die, and it's much too late for goodbye. Yes, it's much too late for goodbye.
So there we go. A lot of people are liking that one. That was Julian Lennon. That's John's son.
John.
I love that track. And the thing is, as well, with this particular song, it's kind of fitting in the fact that there's a new Beatles movie just been released. Yeah. But everybody was dancing away to that. That's Too Late for Goodbye's Julian Lennon, and I love that song. I actually really do. Really love that track. He sounded like his dad. That's the only thing. He did sound just like his dad, didn't he? He got that high end tone.
Yeah, he has, yeah.
So anyway, the show has progressed, and it's a great idea. We always wanted to have a chat show, so we have now got our resident co-presenter with us tonight again. Keep this right. And that would be Bertie. So, if you've only just recently come into the show, welcome Kevin, as always, and you're going to be listening to Kevin on a regular basis. In fact, he's enjoying it so much so. Regular
I like
basis.
That. You slung into a bit of a Larry tune then. Regular basis.
I'm actually opening my... Did you hear who else has got a new single out today?
Who's that?
Me.
The remaining BG.
Remaining BG.
Yeah, because sadly two of them has passed away.
Well, he's not a BG then, is he?
He's Brother Gibb.
Brother Gibb.
Yeah. So he's and I've forgotten his name. I do apologize. What, the guy with the beard, the one with the the hair.
Oh,
and
the
beard.
one that was on. Yeah, that's the one that was on. Only Fools and Horses. That
Was he
same
on
one.
Only Fools?
Yeah, in Miami twice.
That's it.
film.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Same bloke. Yeah.
And well, he's just Barry Gibb. There you go. And he's just released a new single. I heard it today.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go out and buy that then.
Actually, I heard one of my favourite artists, Peter Gabriel, and he's released a new one. And I have to say, Pete, not impressed.
George Benson.
George Benson.
He was a good guy. Do you remember him?
Hello, Harry Barry. George Benson.
Went to see him live.
George Benson.
George Benson.
Really?
You don't know him, do you?
I know the name, but I can't remember what his songs are.
My God, no! Seriously?
No.
Yeah.
You don't know George Benson?
Well, I probably do. I just need to know the music.
Listen. When we were kids and growing up, George Benson brought out the best album.
Which one?
We all listened to it.
Which was?
You don't even know George Benson, so I could say Mickey Mouse ABC, and
no,
you'll understand.
give me a single from the album, man.
Oh, you don't know George Benson? Seriously?
I can't think. I probably do if I hear it.
No.
I'm gonna have to blooming look it up.
That's as bad. Seriously, Paul.
Yeah.
That is as bad as me saying to you, Paul, do you know the Dubliners? And you say no. You say no.
Well, you said that to me last night. Did I know these Irish songs? And I didn't. Oh, Give Me the Night, Breezing. I actually recognise that song, Give Me the Night.
I remember that Turn Your Love Around. That was a big one.
Give me another. I recognise.
George Benson, what a guy of our upbringing.
That's it.
Oh yeah, that's disco. That's why I didn't know it.
Disco, he's not disco.
Oh, give me a break. This
George. Seriously, George brought out an album in the 80s, and everyone loved it.
Yeah.
And everyone secretly brought it.
Brought it, did they?
Yeah.
I tell you what, I was never into disco, so I would never have kind of come across that.
It wasn't disco.
Give Me the Night was. It was, of course it was, wasn't it?
It was typical 80s music.
It was typical 80s disco.
Yeah, but one track from an LP, you can't say it was a disco. Seriously, but good, a very, very, very good artist.
Oh yeah, I'm no doubt. But I was just not into disco.
No, I didn't either. I wasn't into anything, actually, apart from Mavis down the road.
God, here we go again.
Do you know what I'd like to hear? Some album.
The Rain album? Are you just because you want me to boost the Rain album? Is that what it is?
Yep.
Rain as in Purple Rain, or rain as in rain down in Cornwall?
Rain as in Paul's album that's coming out for charity.
She loves me.
That's a new plug coming up.
Stay
tuned, folks, for the next plug.
Yeah, nah, she loves me, man.
She loves.
So give me the night. Give me the night. You need the action. A place to dine, a glass of wine, a little late romance. So chain reaction. We'll see the people of the world coming out to dance. 'Cause there's music in the air and lots of loving everywhere. So give me the night.
telling you, I want to run out and put some blooming roller skates on. What's going on?
No.
No.
We'll play it on what? Your diet?
Oh, here we go. So we're live, 5, 4, and it's good to be back. George Benson, I didn't realise who George Benson was, and now I know that song. I know who George Benson is.
He was an icon in our day.
Yeah, clearly he was a disco icon by the sounds of that.
Kind of disco icon, but he was an icon.
So we have a massively busy week ahead of us, young lady, haven't we?
We certainly do.
Kevin is doing what Kevin does every day. What are you doing every day, Kev?
Well, I get up, I make coffee, I then check my emails, I then go on the phone about 9 o'clock in the morning, and then that normally goes on until about 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I then do more emails, I then get back on the phone again, replying to an email that's come through.
Yeah.
And that goes on for 7 days a week.
Well, could we tell everybody what we've got? Mm-hmm. Well, we've got It's Cold Outside, which is your favourite song from the new album. Go on, tell everybody what we're doing.
The new album, Rain.
No, tell everybody what we're doing this week.
What we're doing this week. Tomorrow, we're at Falmouth Church.
Spiritual Church, yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, we've got a 40th birthday
I've got to make an appearance at a 40th of night.
Yeah.
Bob. And then on Sunday.
What are we doing Sunday?
That's the meet. Paranormal.
Oh yeah, we've got the paranormal meeting, Quest Paranormal meeting at the City Inn in Truro.
Yeah, and Monday I've got shows Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, and then Wednesday's the Quest Paranormal investigation itself.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that.
So next week, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we have shows. We're going to be live here with Kevin on Thursday and Friday. I think he sat on a nail.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, so I should do my granddad impression.
Because Bertie's looking at you going, what's up, Dad?
So lend me your heart, never be alone. Regret the love that you lost. So human. It's cold outside. It's cold outside. And the walk this lonely street again.
hand in hand with the one that I love. It's easy to say, just walk away. Don't give up to the world. Give in to love. And hear me. It's cold outside. It's cold outside. It's cold outside. It's cold outside. So that was a track called It's Cold Outside, which is one I wrote not long after I met the wonderful, sublime lady of my life, Johanna. And it's been your favourite song ever since.
Yeah, I love this song.
We are at the end of the show. I can't believe how quickly this has gone through. Colin Falm O'Neill, you git, coming in the last moment
He
again.
always does.
Listen, from myself, from the phenomenon that is Kevin, from
Can
the
I just
equally,
say?
yeah,
Can I just say hello to Cody and Callum?
Cody and Callum. Hi, Cody and
And they
Callum.
will know who they are.
Ah,
And
well,
she will know who they are too.
ah.
Thank
7
you.
seconds to go. Say good night, Johanna.
Good night,
Good night.
everyone.
Good night.
Good night, y'all. See you.